So many games have been releasing lately. I just can't keep up with them all. This has got to be the biggest time, January, February, March game release time ever, right? I can't remember this many games releasing all at once with so much hype.
I
before.
actually would agree, I think.
Yeah,
Because it hasn't stopped since, August.
No, it's not stopped. This is huge. And March is only going to be big. I mean, we're coming toward the end of February here, but then March has got some big games. And you're jumping into April, May. Those are going to be huge. It's like nonstop.
Yeah.
Wow.
It kind of is hard to deal with. It's difficult when you don't have time to play these games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's super
it
frustrating.
Keeps you on your toes. That's for sure.
It's good. I mean, I said this last week. It's like chocolate cake.
It is a great time to be a gamer.
There's just a lot of chocolate cake right now.
Absolutely.
There's just too much.
Absolutely.
I can't take it all.
Amen. Speaking of chocolate cake, make sure you're not eating too much.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Exercise in.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's directed
you know
at
what?
the
You're
masses.
fat.
I was trying not to say that. No, but I mean, I think it's important. Positive gaming means balancing your physical health, your mental health, your spiritual health, and making sure that you're getting out, getting some exercise. Mr. McSpicy, actually, he's been going to the gym with the Switch.
It's so good.
30% incline on the treadmill.
Yeah.
Playing some War Groove and just sweating it up.
It's hard to walk at 30%. And
impressed.
Also, are we keeping this 18+? We changed it. Let's change it back down.
Let me change that back, yeah.
Let me change it back down. Why you change that? Yeah, on the treadmill, I bring my Switch on the treadmill. Everyone that sees it thinks I'm the coolest.
I'm motivated by that.
Because I put my Switch on the treadmill where it holds the phone or iPads or whatever that you have on the treadmill, right?
Yeah.
And then I pull off the joysticks, the Joy-Cons, and then I just walk at 2. I only walk at the number 2.
2 miles an hour.
2 miles an hour. So I'm walking because if I start running, I get confused when you're playing a game.
Oh yeah, because your Joy-Cons are in each hand.
They're in each hand, but you crank that thing up to 30%. I'm sweating in 30 seconds,
dude.
It's like it's like a Stairmaster at that point. Maybe I'll do a Stairmaster.
I was running right next to him, and I kept looking over, and it was like, wow. I am impressed.
Well, do you know what happened? I played half my match, and then I looked over, and it was 40 minutes done. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to stop. Yeah. I've had it to where I have only stopped because I think I was going to pass out. Speaking of balance, because I get so into my game, I forget what I'm doing.
Yeah,
it's really good. It's the Game Genie of gyms. The Nintendo Switch.
The Game Genie of gyms. There you go.
You forget your exercise.
Yeah. No, it's true. Well, there you go. That's positive gaming tip number 1, Mr. McSpicy. Yeah. Use the Switch. Use the Switch to make you forget the pain that is exercise.
Because when I game, I don't know if anyone else out there is like me, I even forget to blink. Do you guys blink when you play games?
Sometimes there's intense moments that I don't know.
I've had times where when you close your eyes, it burns.
Oh yeah,
because you've forgotten for a long time. Because I just turn everything else off. I'm in the zone, right?
Also, have you ever rubbed your eyes after making salsa with jalapenos? Oh, that stings as well.
Rookie mistake. That's a rookie mistake.
Rookie mistake. Welcome everybody. This is podcast number 248. We are the X1Bros. We are your positive gaming and Xbox One community. Thank you very much for joining us. As always, I'm joined by Mr. McSpicy.
Howdy.
Jordan the man.
Hi.
And I am X1. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. Crackdown 3.
Hey, it just came out.
It dropped.
It came out yesterday.
It did not get...
technically today.
Yeah, it did not get another delay, though. That's always good. This game has been delayed.
It might have needed it.
Yeah, this game has been delayed more times than... I don't know. Flight in winter. I don't know. Something gets delayed a lot.
It really has. It's been so long. I've been seeing this trailer every E3, I think, since I can remember.
Yeah.
Or not the trailer for it, just stuff from it, right? Mm-hmm. There's been hype around it for a long time. Yeah. It's finally here.
McSpicy, we've all had a chance to play it.
Yeah.
McSpicy, let's start with what do you like about the game?
Oh, Terry Crews.
Terry Crews, hands down. That speech. I mean, we pumped up the pre-show warm-up with Terry Crews' speech.
That's why this show was on 18+. It's because we had to, we all watched it together. Everyone in chat and us watched it together. He's a pretty cool guy. I mean, when you have boob physics for a man that size,
well,
it's just inspiring.
It confused me on boob physics because wasn't he wearing armor?
Yeah. but that's how powerful his pecs are.
It's how strong his boobs are.
And do you know what's so great? What's so great when you can choose before you start? You can choose one of, I think, 6 characters, and his name I think is Jackson.
Yeah.
I think his name's Jackson. His lore profile thing, it's like it says something to the effect of he's the best that ever was.
The best that
And
is.
I'm like thinking, why would I even look at anyone else?
Yeah, if he's the best that ever was, you're not incentivizing me to play anybody else.
I didn't. There was no contest. I
next-
can guarantee you every single person after reading all the lore and everything, because everyone else looks like, yay, we're gonna do it, but he just looks like he looks mean, right? He's Terry Crews and he's huge. And so you're going to choose him. I don't think anyone chose
The next
anyone
guy's
else.
profile is, meh, he's okay.
That's kind of what you feel. It really says he's the best that ever was.
Okay, so out of the 3 of us, McSpicy is the only one to play the campaign. This game is divided into 2, and all the reviews out there have been divided into 2. There's the single-player campaign mode, and then there's the multiplayer campaign mode. McSpicy...
You launch them differently, too, don't you?
And no, I think they combined them now.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, so because it downloaded when I downloaded it, it downloaded 2 versions, and it was a little confusing because it didn't say the multiplayer version; it said the Wreck-'em Ralph version or something.
Yeah.
The Wrecktown or Wreck
It Up.
Wreck It Up. I think it might have been that. I can't remember, but I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll just play a campaign.
So that's my point. Like when you play the game, you have to switch from the campaign to a different game, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just noticed.
How come they did that? I mean, not that that's like a deal
And they
breaker.
released it to reviewers that way, too.
Well, not that it's a deal breaker or anything like that, but why? I mean,
It is different.
Because I have a theory. It was originally made for CDs. Because it's been backlogged so long,
Yeah.
and so it was originally like on this
Like, can you just rip
the
this?
HD CDs that could only hold like 9 gig.
Can you just rip this?
So they're like, at this point, let's just release it in 2 different versions. One was the multiplayer disc. One was the campaign.
well, that's what's funny. It's like, I mean, usually, and I don't mean this in a mean way or anything, but usually they just have a main menu.
it's really it's called Wrecking Zone. Thank you, Dietrich.
It is interesting.
And like I said, that's not a deal breaker. I honestly
It's
just
odd.
I just want to know why. Like, I know there's probably some intense networking reason, but I would like to know what. That's like when you go into the bathroom and there's 2 knobs to flush the toilet.
Yeah,
It's like,
you don't know which one to push.
yeah.
Well, and they don't call them knobs; they call them wrecking.
They don't call it a knob either.
They call it something else that has nothing to do with knobs.
So you're even more confused.
I don't know.
I just want to know why is my main issue, and that's really all I got. I just want to know why it was 2 different things.
We'll find out. We'll get back to you next week.
Okay, cool.
So McSpicy, you jumped into campaign. Give me your thoughts.
I'm going to address Ice Skrills in chat. They say there's no multiplayer version on Game Pass for me, at least, unless I'm doing something wrong. See, that's the thing. You downloaded it automatically. You just can't load up the one that you're seeing. Go into all your games, and there will be 2 Crackdown versions. You got to go to the one that says Wrecking Zone.
And I think it has 2 people on it, right?
Yeah. So that's the problem. You have it, because when you download it, it downloads automatically both versions. You just need to go to that one. So that's what Jordan's talking about. Why not just put it in the game?
Yeah, I mean, traditionally there's a main menu, but
no. So the campaign, the opening sequence is amazing.
It's really good.
And-
That I have seen.
And the music.
Music is on point.
It turned me on.
Dude, it's like cyberpunk music.
It's so good. It's so good. The music. My wife is playing Tetris 99 now on the Switch, which is awesome. By the
Battle
way.
Royale for Tetris.
Yeah.
The Switch just comes out and gets probably the best battle royale
Well,
game there is.
well, you want to know why they did it?
because it's probably the best
You
battle
want to
royale.
talk about this? Can I say this?
Let's talk about this. It's free to play.
So the game's free. You can get it for free.
Yeah.
Genius by Nintendo.
Yeah.
It's smart. It's all free to play. When I went in to play multiplayer, guess what you need to play multiplayer?
Nintendo
Online.
Live, yeah. Your cell phone.
You
Your
need
cell phone.
And since I have my account and my wife's account, I had to buy the family pass. So it wasn't just $20.
Freaking families, man.
I
They
know.
got you with the families.
So, because I wanted to play too, and I want my stats different than my wife's stats.
I hear
right?
you. No,
It's important to me. So they released
It's a marketing tool.
a
It's
free
like-
game to make it so they buy their their life system, whatever. What's
That's
it called?
so-
What's
Nintendo Live.
Nintendo Online.
Nintendo Online? Yeah, I mean
But,
that's smart.
Hey, now that you have it, we can play the old classic games multiplayer.
Yeah.
If there's, Do you
So
have
we
it,
play
David?
Civilization.
No, not yet, but I will.
Yeah.
I mean, Tetris Live looks so good.
So I basically was like, it's the cost of a game. It's $35.
It was only $20, wasn't it?
Well,
you bought the family
pass,
yeah.
because my wife's going to be playing.
Big Spicy. So campaign.
Okay, back to Crackdown.
Looked good. You love the music. You're getting all hyped
I'm
up.
getting
you
all
jump
hyped
into
up,
the game,
and I'm like, honey, shut up. Terry Crews
This
is
looks
talking.
awesome.
It looks so good, and the graphics on the opening sequence look great.
Looks fantastic.
A lot of things happened that are like the thumbs up was epic, right? And then you go on to more things, you learn more things, and then it throws you in to so I start playing, and it's kind of bizarre control schemes. Like, it's weird.
Now, keep in mind. Now, have you played previous Crackdowns?
I have not.
Okay,
no.
so none of us have played previous Crackdowns. So all of our first impressions are based off first-time Crackdown users.
Yeah.
And I'm excited because I've seen Terry Crews yelling "Woo!" for so long, right? So I'm excited, and it was some odd stuff like left bumper was jump or left joystick was. That's my cat.
Oh,
Hey Megan, you want to take care of that thing? Okay.
I think it's some
I
kind
wonder-
of mating call.
No. So what our cat does? Our cat thinks it feeds us, and she finds some little. She's a hoarder.
Rodent?
Yeah, we have toys and stuff, and then she brings it out to the middle of the house and then starts belting at the top of her lungs.
Yeah.
Because she wants it's dinner time. That's what she's saying.
calling everybody to the
Sorry,
table.
my cat interrupted the
Yeah, it's okay.
interrupted the show.
It happens.
Oh, anyways, I wonder if they could hear that. That would be funny. It
It
was loud.
That was loud. I was like, is a baby dying? That's what is going on.
Yeah, it's funny. Sorry about that, everybody. So, so the controls are bizarre to me. I'm having to click left joystick or left bumper to jump. The only thing that was normal was right trigger was shoot, which made sense to me, and Y was switch weapons. But other than that, all the controls were different, right? And that threw me off. And so I spent the next 10 minutes trying to map all the buttons to a normal A is jump, X is reload. I couldn't even figure out how to reload.
Well, what's interesting is in
the
multiplayer,
beginning.
those controls were standard.
Yeah, see, that's kind of my. Jordan brought up a good point that maybe that's how they wanted you to do it, so you never have to leave your thumbs.
No,
from
no,
the
but what I'm
joystick.
saying is Control A is jump.
Control A.
Like in multiplayer, like the controls weren't
we're
off.
not on the PC, man.
No, A was jump on multiplayer.
Catarl?
A.
No, yeah,
It
A was
jump.
too. So in so the controls.
So the control scheme's different
but
for multiplayer.
Also, clicking was jump too.
Oh, okay.
Like the clicks
I
where
see.
you're jumping
Yeah.
dash, and that was
No,
my
clicking was
idea.
dash. Clicking was dash.
The left click, the other click.
Oh,
made
I
you
never
pop.
try right click.
The
I rarely
fact-
use right click.
The fact that there's a debate here, it's kind of interesting. Granted, you'll get used to any controls if you play long enough, which is fine. But that threw me off a little bit. Then I'm playing the game, and it feels. I felt like it was a little wonky-ish.
Sure.
Jumping around. I know it's an very arcadey style game, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. Then I want to turn it up really. I want to go to like the extreme difficulty because you left trigger and it automatically targets people, and that bugs me.
Yeah, you're not a
bad.
fan.
I'm not a fan. I like challenging games, and the fact that I automatically target people. It's perfect. Like you just left trigger and it goes wunk and it stays on. It's not even like Grand Theft Auto where it kind of like fades off after you left trigger, to zoom in and trigger. It's a permanent lock. It's like Game Genie. I don't know. So I mean, it was honestly that was kind of a turnoff. It felt like kind of an alpha or beta build of the game. The campaign did, which was I don't know. I mean, I can see myself getting into this game. But when you have games like Apex Legends out right now that came out last week, when you have games like, even Tetris 99, Wargroove on the Nintendo Switch.
Metro Exodus released today.
Metro Exodus released today. When you have all these other games, I'm afraid this game is going to lose my interest for the first hour or two, and then I'm never going to come back. It's going to hit that backlog, and I'm never going to come back. And that's unfortunate because no, you don't want a game to slip through the cracks like that, but it's sandwiched in between some pretty potent players.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and especially if for instance, let's just use Apex Legends. You jump in, it's the Titanfall controls, and it immediately, it's just smooth.
Yeah.
The gunplay is fabulous. In 5 minutes, you are hooked on that game, right?
Yeah. Well, totally. Apex is just, it feels good. It feels polished. It feels like a game that has been out for a year. That's how polished Apex felt. And then this one just didn't. It feels a little wonky.
Yeah.
The controls were odd. So I want to play this a lot more to give you a better idea. I don't want to give this game a rating at this point because I want to.
Yeah, these are first impressions.
These are first impressions.
Only came out today for us, so.
But I want to give it a chance. But it's so hard as a person that works full time, that has a family, that has life to deal with. I only get a certain amount of gaming time. I feel like I might go to another game that I enjoy.
Okay.
It's,
at least in the campaign.
At least in the campaign, yeah.
So Jordan didn't have a chance to play the campaign.
No.
Jordan,
I
you did jump in to play multiplayer.
Yeah.
Give me your first impressions and thoughts of multiplayer. Silence.
Okay, so why he's doing that? Beast420 says a good thing in chat. I feel like when we get powered up, it'll be a lot more fun. I agree. That's why I want to play it more.
Yeah. Well, and when they were talking about the interviews and stuff, they said like by the end of the level, you can like jump up to a skyscraper. You know what I mean? Like,
Which,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
because it's an RPG type.
You advance and you get better skills.
So maybe
I'm gonna try. I want to give it what it's.
Maybe you unlock a better control scheme.
Maybe you unlock the menu system for multiplayer.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah. No, actually, multiplayer. Like, I wasn't disappointed with it. I mean, it was kind of confusing at first, and kind of at the end, but. Well, because what happened? Well, like David and I were playing it for a minute, and I died, and then we were on a new map, and I didn't know what happened.
Well, I don't think we were on a new map. Everybody left.
No.
So no.
Remember, the map was like red and orange, and then all of a sudden it was like green and luscious. The destruction is very.
The destruction is on point. Like the destruction is cool.
The controls, though, I mean, they are weird, but I think it's one of those things. Like, remember, I was telling you, like in Dying Light, the jump and grab was on your bumper, and that was so you could aim and stuff like that, right? I think they're trying to do something similar. You know what I mean? Like
you would keep your thumbs.
So
on
you just keep your thumb because it's very fast paced stuff like that, and that's why I think the clicks and stuff are your jumps and dashes and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just I want to like the game. I don't dislike it at all. I mean, I haven't played campaign yet. I just played multiplayer. So,
but you go into that opening sequence.
No, I think
pumped.
I think I will have fun with this game. I think I'll just have to. Yeah, no, I think I'll have fun with it. I just gotta. I want to have fun.
Do you know
with
what?
it.
Do you know what
that's? It's hard. I don't know where I'm at with it.
Do you know what the controls kind of feel like to me, or like how the wonkiness? It feels like Defiance.
Yeah,
that's what the game.
Defiance. We were talking about this earlier, and we're like, that game that starts with a D that we played. That's an MMO.
It feels like Defiance.
Yeah,
that's what the engine feels like, or the world feels like while you play it. Which I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that's a bad thing. That's what it feels like. So
I've been talking about this game for the last couple of weeks and just saying, like, I'm hearing some good things. Because it was coming out. It seemed like people were like, oh, I got a chance to play this multiplayer. I loved it. Now, keep in mind, I think a lot of those posts were previous Crackdown players. In fact, even in chat, someone mentioned, and excuse me, I just don't remember who it was, but they mentioned, like, I'm having fun with this game. I think a lot of it is nostalgia. I love Crackdown, and so if you're in the Crackdown universe, I think that you're enjoying this game. As someone, I'm going to be a little bit more harsh. As someone who I know nothing about Crackdown, it did nothing for me. Like, immediately, my attention is elsewhere, especially when I have Metro Exodus sitting there,
right? Yeah,
that I'm looking forward to play.
Which came out
when Apex came out this week or last week, and it's fantastic. There's just so many games right now to play. I don't have time to give an initial mediocre experience a chance. If you're up against other mediocre games, fine, yeah, I'll jump in and play. It did nothing for me. Like I was confused. The maps were confused. I felt like the maps got in the way of the gameplay.
Well, what was interesting is
I can see that.
We brought this. You actually said this. The maps don't seem like they were designed to fully showcase.
Yeah, like you
destruction.
advertise
You know
destruction, and the destruction's cool. Like everything can.
No, it really is. It's
can
awesome.
be blown apart.
It's top notch.
But I'm not like the destruction isn't changing.
Like
it's just not advertised. Maybe I had too high expectations based off what was shown, but it's just it's just not holding me.
I want to see like when we watch that trailer at E3 where they're in the buildings and the sky bridges are collapsing, the buildings coming down. You know what I mean? And maybe those are in there. We just didn't get to play those maps.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, see, so Dietrix in chat says, I'm enjoying the campaign. Reminds me of the first one. And a lot of reviews out there that they've done through the campaign, they said the campaign is fun. Absolutely. And these are like people who have played past Crackdowns. For me, just jumping in, I don't, it's just not for me, right? I just don't think it's for me at this point.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to keep playing it. I know me and Jordan are going to play the multiplayer tonight.
Well, there's co-op, campaign co-op.
That's what I mean. Yeah, we're going to play the co-op campaign.
We're going to see if it's real or fake.
Co-op,
yeah, that makes or breaks a game for me, man.
Real co-op campain is what makes a game absolutely outstanding.
I give Dead Rising 3 a 9.9 out of 10 because of how good the co-op was.
It was so good. We're dressed in like stripper outfits, shooting our questionable gun at a lot of, and we're just plowing through all these zombies.
So again,
together, it was so good.
It was great.
So again, keep in mind this is first impressions. So Jordan, Jordan and Spicy will go play co-op, and we'll get back to maybe more full review next week.
A little extra time off next week.
Ooh, baby,
a lot of games coming out.
Oh yeah, you guys have Monday off. I got Monday off. Do you have Monday off?
I don't
have.
Day. I don't ever have any day off.
They told me like I found that out, and then I don't have it off, so that sucked. You know,
that's a good story, man.
Yeah. I will say, Beast made this comment in chat. He says on Game Pass, it's okay because I didn't pay $60. If I did, it'd be much worse, right?
Oh,
that's a great point, and maybe that's why I'm just kind of I don't feel anything super like excited for this game, but I don't feel super disappointed either because it's on Game Pass, and I think that's where Game Pass. It gives you a chance to try out games. I mean, this is a compliment to Game Pass, basically. You know.
Yeah.
Thank you for enabling me to try out a game and not.
Well, and remember, you just got to give it like the first 3 hours, like we were talking about, like TV
like
shows.
Friggin'
You know?
Forza Horizon. Maybe it's Forza 4. Maybe they took the Forza 4 model, Forza Horizon 4, and you've got to play.
I hope we can play co-op.
You've got to play 5 hours before you unlock everything.
Yeah.
Before you can play the game. What do you mean? Now we can play the game.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, see, Brian says, I'm really enjoying it. It does remind me a lot of the first game. Dietrich says it was never a serious game, just to run around, become superhuman, and blow crap up. So there you go. So as co-op, you guys might get to experience that and come back next week and say, it's so fun.
Maybe it'll be so terrible we'll love it. Just like Top Gun.
Top Gun. Dude, Top Gun's not terrible.
No, it's terrible in like the sweet spots.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's because you watch it with somebody that's never seen it and they don't know what the 80s are, and they're confused.
Don't know what the 80s are.
You know, they get confused, and then you're like, well, trust me, it's good. But like you watch Top Gun and you're like,
yes.
See the flyby and the coffee guy spilled, and then the volleyball.
The urge
scene.
To play volleyball,
yeah. It's just
greasing up before you go out.
It's just wrong.
Well, I'm excited for you guys to experience co-op, especially if they've done it right.
Yeah. There's doing it right and there's doing it wrong.
If it's like Far Cry where it's co-op but not co-op,
just kidding.
It's like I don't know. There's a lot of things I should say, but I'm not going to about that.
As far as Metro Exodus, I have not had a chance to play that game because we played Crackdown instead. I wanted to get to that. So for those of you waiting to hear about Metro Exodus, stay tuned next week. I will have my full review.
You'll probably have it beat by
of
then.
That game. I will.
Are you going to be streaming it?
I'm streaming that tomorrow morning.
Did you
actually.
get the special edition
no
nuclear waste can?
No, but that would be awesome.
That would be cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they send you real nuclear waste.
Good, that's great.
You can have it in your house.
Yeah.
Fresh from like
fresh from Nevada.
Fresh from Nevada. Wow.
Special edition.
No, fresh from Russia, right?
It would be Russia.
Doesn't it take place in Russia?
What's the power plant or whatever that the nuclear
Chernobyl?
Chernobyl, fresh from Chernobyl.
A lot of scary movies take place there.
Yeah. I can see why.
Just don't go there.
Number one, it's Russia.
Well, they're giving away free nuclear waste from there now.
Yeah.
Number one, it's Russia. It's naturally a scary place. Number two, nuclear waste got spilled everywhere,
Yeah.
Killed people. Superman goes to Russia, remember?
He also reversed time.
He did.
That's cheating.
He's a cool guy. That's cheating.
He really did. He really how do you... Because I've thought about that moment where Superman goes so fast and he reverses the rotation of the Earth. What does he do about the Earth going around the sun? How did he deal with that part of the whole question? And all the other planets...
it's like a rewind button. It kind of slowly goes...
Yeah, but...
It turns like
Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you seen the 1979 Superman? When Lois gets trapped in the car?
I know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm.
And he flies really fast backwards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what about we know there's more out there. I mean, even The Martian is out there, right? I mean,
True.
It's like TiVo. Earth isn't live anymore. You know what
just
I mean?
the planet goes back in
so
time.
we're
Yeah.
Just the planet goes back in time.
Yeah. So
The universe.
the other,
doesn't-
the other planets
Y2K
have
was
us-
how we caught back up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the universe never goes back.
No, but
Just
Y2K
Earth
caught
does.
us back
This is-
up.
there you go.
I learned that.
That's when they hit go to live.
Go to life, fast forward. Oh, man, yeah.
You guys, you know what I've been playing a lot of this week?
Also, if you're thinking about Star Trek's time travel stuff, they slingshot around the sun, and then they're magically back in time. I don't understand that one either.
It's like a.
Have you seen that one?
I've never seen that one.
That's
Yeah,
like, I
no,
think, Star
it's-
Trek 4. It's the old ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
The movies. They
Well, I think-
slingshot around the sun, and then magically they're
So
back
what you're
in time.
saying is they cheated.
they cheated.
They cheated.
They cheated. This is not like real time cop stuff.
They cheated.
It's not, like,
You can't just go around the sun. That's
Well,
cheating.
hold on.
that's cheating. I mean, at least Time Cop used a device,
Was 4 the one with the space
and
whales?
Terminator used lightning.
Yeah.
Well, like, what?
And,
I mean,
Back to the Future has a flux capacitor.
There's science behind
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
well, hold on. I mean, you got
Don't just go around the sun, taking some kind of shortcut.
Or reverse the sun backwards.
The writers were
Or
like,
the-
in science, how would this work? I don't have time, dude. I got to go home to dinner
Yeah.
with my wife.
let's just
Can
have
we
a-
just?
I've been
okay,
late
how about
all
we just-
week then?
How about we just have them go around the sun? Done.
well, you got to put it in perspective. Is Star Trek 4 the one with the whales?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
I mean,
like
that
the
movie was
dolphins.
just bad.
It was a terrible
That was
one.
space
It was so
whales.
bad.
Space
No, yeah, he talks to him.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then it moves on the big cloud of death.
when do they find God? That was a good one too.
Oh, wasn't that?
Was that the next one? I mean,
I
there
think
was
that-
I think there was a gap of like 4 where they just didn't know
Well,
what they
it was
were doing.
everything after the Wrath of Khan.
yeah,
man.
pretty much. Yeah. Oh man,
Even the first one was weird.
that was. Yeah, have you seen where they go find God? That was so
see
funny.
that
Was,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
why does God need a starship?
God is on a starship.
It's-
Well, because
it's-
didn't they find?
It's not right.
Didn't
It's not
God-
really.
Didn't
like,
that
it's
thing
just
find the satellite thing
Yeah,
that
it
we
was like-
sent? Like,
Why does God need a starship?
it's terrible, man. But see, it's terrible in the right ways.
Hey, you know what game I've been playing? FIFA. FIFA
Oh.
19.
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
playing it a lot because we're having a little tournament at
Men
work.
in shorts, huh?
Hold on,
Men
hold
in
on.
shorts.
Everyone in chat, go watch all the old Star Treks. You'll understand what we're talking about. It makes no sense. Anyway, so yeah, okay, go.
Yeah, FIFA. So I haven't played since FIFA 17. Did we have FIFA 17 or 16?
Whichever one we had was freaking
Whatever
awesome.
what the last one was. It was amazing.
Yeah.
This one blows so good. The presentation blows my mind. That dice engine, whoa. The movie
Frostbite.
There are some. I do have some complaints.
Thank you for
I do have some things that frustrate me, but I think it's just because I suck right now. Like that's really what it comes down to. I'm training because at work we're having a little tournament. I got all these people from different countries telling me they're going to crush me. Pff, please. Anyways, it's really good. I'm super enjoying. I'm playing online. Their online mode is really good as well.
Yeah.
I'm playing online and I'm playing legendary mode, and I'm getting crushed, but it's okay. Here, let me tell you my complaint. The movement is fantastic. They move so real. It's fluid. It just works. They're passing, so the
shorts
passing
physics?
is very directional, and so is shooting very directional. But when I pass, like, let's say I'm trying to pass this guy right here, right? I can see him right in front of me.
You have the triangle
and
going on.
I'll press my joystick and I'll pass, and my ball will go past him in an attempt to pass to the furthest person on the field, and of course it gets intercepted. Unless I press X to send that ball long, why doesn't it just go to my...
Can I ask
To
you a
my
question?
The guy you're pointing
I
at?
haven't
Next
played FIFA
closest.
forever, right?
Yeah.
I haven't played since like the 90s.
Yeah.
Back then, they had a short pass and long pass button.
I mean, X is your cross. I mean, that's your like chip cross,
Okay.
long ball. But it's for a while now. There's not been a long pass, short pass. It's how long you hold down the A button. So the longer you hold
Oh.
it down, the further and more powerful
So
the pass it is.
don't hold it down so long.
Just give it a little tap.
But I want to make a crisp, hard
Tap,
pass right to
tap.
my player here. I want to make sure he gets that.
Tap it in.
It sounds like it's user error.
Tap.
Yeah, no, I think mostly it's just because I suck. But that part has been frustrating me.
Yeah, that would frustrate me too.
Dude, but it's so wow. The movement on that game is so good. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm gonna be playing that for a while.
The Frostbite
Trying to get
engine,
good.
man.
Trying to get good. You guys want to play with me? We can run a little season. Hey, we can all be on the
Well,
same
team, yeah. I'll be the goalie.
No, I don't want you to be the goalie. No one can be. We'll let the computer be the goalie. That's our best. That's our best option.
That's our best option. All right, I'll be midfield. I call. No battle.
Okay.
No battle.
No battle. Midfield. Dude, it's fun.
Defense
Spicy,
and
you would
forward.
enjoy this. You would enjoy this game. That part would frustrate you. The past. You just really got to get down the controls. Like it's just
Gotta
muscle
tap.
memory.
I think the
Tap,
only
tapping.
sports game I could get into is probably a soccer game.
Well, I think that's because you you know soccer so well, right?
Yeah.
So it's makes it more fun that
Yeah.
way. But I'm thoroughly impressed by the presentation. Like blows me away. Anyways, Jordan, did you play any different games this week, or what have you been playing?
Yeah. So actually, I played this game. I pulled it up because I wanted to tell you about it. Beast 420 actually got me into it. He messaged me. I meant to message him back, but then my child wouldn't fall asleep, and that was great. So anyway, it's called Evoland.
Oh,
This
I
game-
saw this when I was downloading Crackdown last night, and I was
This
like,
game, what
when
the-
did I download Evoland?
No,
What
no,
is
yeah.
this game?
So Beast 420, he turned me on to it, right? And we
Oh.
started. So what it is, it's super cool. So it's basically the evolution of RPGs. So when you first start up the game, it's just a little bar and it's a side scroller, and you can only go in the direction of right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then you're like, oh, okay.
Okay.
I actually thought it was a main menu for like 10 minutes, and I was like, oh, yeah, I actually got to move.
Okay.
Anyway, because I don't read stuff, you know. So
Yeah,
anyway,
unless that has pictures.
yeah. So I move to the right and I unlock a chest, and then it unlocks left. So I can go left now. So now I go
Okay.
back left. I hit. So every time you get a chest, instead of like gear, you unlock the next evolution of an RPG. Right.
Okay.
So I unlocked left, right, and then when I went left, I got another chest, and then it unlocked the whole map, and then it unlocked like 8 directions, full directions, color, music, 16-bit music. You know, like it just gets better and better and better. Weapons, enemies, and then it actually unlocks story.
Oh.
So I unlocked the story, and I read the story a little bit, but it was so cool. It's just it was cool. It was cool. I don't know how like deep, and I think Beast 420 was telling me this too. I don't know how deep the story is going to be. That being said, like I hope it's cool.
Well,
right?
it's just
'Cause
a cool
it's
mechanic.
just a fun little game, right? But I think the charm of this game is going to be like unlock, because eventually, like right now, it's like Link to the Past. Like I got, it's like, you know, you're scrolling around everywhere. You got the sword fighting
What's this
enemies
called?
and stuff.
I'm
like
gonna grab it.
Evoland,
EVO
Legendary Edition. Yeah,
EVOLAND.
Yeah,
I'm getting this
there
sucker.
it is.
I'm
Well,
getting
that's-
this.
that's
But then
a really cool
eventually,
mechanic.
I've seen like screenshots and stuff, and then eventually you'll get to like 3D stuff. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, towns and all that. So it's really fun. I'm kind of close to the beginning still, but it's fun in the fact, and charming, right? In the fact that you're excited to get loot, but the loot is like, oh, what's in it? Oh, I got music. All right, all right. Oh, I unlocked cutting trees. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's a bridge, all different sorts of stuff. I unlocked the overworld. You know, like where I can go and try. It's just really cool. So it's kind of going through all your major, like how. It's
And is
just
this
the
game on
evolution.
Game Pass or how? What
I
did
know
you have
Mark's
to
buying it
purchase
right now.
How much does this game run?
$20.
Yeah, so it's not
$20,
too
okay.
bad of a deal. It's really cool. So Beast 420, I didn't message you back, but thank you. It was
For the
it was-
recommendation,
for the
huh?
yeah, it was really good, man. It was really good. I would recommend this to everybody.
Wow.
Yeah,
This
it's
gets
just a fun
Jordan-
little game.
Jordan seal of approval.
Yeah, it's just a little. I mean, hey, $20, right?
Yeah, I mean that's
What-
what like
yeah.
that's 4.5 Wendy combo meals.
I like it.
When you buy it and your wife gets mad, you can say, "Well, this one was only 20, not 60," and then she's like, "Oh yeah, okay."
Maybe
yeah.
3 if you're feeling hungry.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but no, it's really fun. I really enjoyed it. I
Got it.
played
I'm
played
excited
a little
to play
bit more
it.
Kingdom Hearts because that game's fantastic.
Are you almost to the end?
I'm taking my time.
Tell me.
I just 100% all the worlds I'm up to at this point because I went back and 100%.
What's your favorite world in that game?
I don't think I've gotten to it yet.
Oh, okay.
But right now it's Frozen. Actually had a really fun. Frozen I think had the best boss fight, but I was so frozened out.
You're frozen.
By the time
out.
I got to Frozen, it was like, ugh,
I'm frozen out, dude.
Sven.
Sven.
Yeah, you
Big
know they're
whoop.
coming out with Frozen 2?
Yeah, I saw the trailer. Did you see the trailer?
Yeah, she
It
was
looks a lot more action packed.
Yeah, well,
I
I,
like
mean,
that.
when you're surfing with the waves,
You're
man.
fighting a giant wave.
Yeah,
An evil wave, I guess.
I mean, I honestly don't get it.
The ocean was black that day.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, no. Favorite world probably. I'd probably have to say Monsters Inc. Just because this is a
Because
cool
doors
character.
are cool.
Yeah.
Doors are awesome.
And in my opinion, I think Monsters Inc. and Tangled are the two best Keyblades.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got
Why
the
is
cool.
that?
They got the cool form changes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No.
which
Awesome.
means they change into different things
Yeah.
to kill people.
I love how whenever he explains stuff to us, it's very
he translates.
no, it's very condescending. Like, you're kind of stupid. I'll do my best.
But you're not going to understand it.
So why am I even trying? And then he usually just fades out, and then he's done.
No, so I've been playing, and then of course Apex, man. And I'll tell you, If you watched the first 20 minutes of the stream the other night, I was on it.
On fire.
Yeah, I was doing stuff I didn't know existed. Even Mark was like, "I like how you did that."
Yeah, it's true.
Because Mark taught me how to play the game. So
you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
There you go.
I was like, I was telling him what to do.
So my thing is
what did you learn? What did you learn?
Well, no, whenever I go into engagements.
Oh, sorry, that's my phone.
Something's happening.
Yeah. Sorry.
Anyway, when I go into an engagement, I think WWMD.
What would Mark do? Okay.
Right? And because I would just go in and I don't know, I'd panic, right? I don't know what I'm doing. But Mark gave me the tips, like sometimes it's not about killing them. It's just about getting a couple shots in and then reposition. So what'd you say? You told me that
game's about position.
You want to deny
knowledge is the greatest weapon, right? Essentially in this game. So you want
Apex.
You want to deny them knowledge. So if they're shooting at you and you're shooting at them, maybe throw down some smoke, flank around to the right, get another couple shots in. But the most important thing is, you didn't get a kill, but you survived the engagement, right?
Because it's battle royale.
Yeah,
exactly.
So you're trying to deny them knowledge. So if they know where you are, make them not know where you are again. Go down the stairs, go out the door, go to the left, go to the right. Make them have to find you. Mm-hmm. And you got kills that way, right?
Yeah, no, I did.
And instead of looting, you were shooting at them.
Yeah.
Which is actually
we have had problems with Jordan looting too much,
and my healing got plus the thousands, right? I mean, it got way up there.
His healing meter is going up.
Oh, baby.
No, I'm getting a lot better, and I feel a lot more confident playing that game. So I'm getting the battle pass. I already spent $10 on the game.
Oh, very nice.
I mean, Apex is it's all about position. It's all about position. So if you're engaging, they're engaging. Maybe have one person like me start shooting at them, and then Jordan pull away. Deny them knowledge. Because it's easy. It's easy once you know where someone is. What were you laughing at?
So there was this point when we were played, and Mark had told us, and he had a very good point. He's like, "Oh, I don't think this game's going to make as much money as Fortnite because you're in first person, you're not seeing your skin and this and that." And then about 15 minutes later, Mark was like, "Hey, where's everybody at?" And we were actually all in the store buying new skin. So there's just that. Although they did have a very cool dragon gun. I mean, there was. I think honestly, I think the gun skins will be more popular than the actual character skins because you can actually see the guns.
Have you seen the golden gun with the
no? Is that
soldier
the new ones?
tags?
Is that the new ones on it now?
It's so
yeah. I haven't seen the new ones yet.
It's the gun skins is where they're going to make money.
McSpicy, what's your favorite character to play?
I like Mirage. Because he's hilarious,
and his ultimate, is just
I love having the decoy go out. It's funny. Mirage has a decoy ability where you could just send out a random guy that looks just like you, and he'll just keep running. Dum-de-dum. You can shoot that off while someone's seeing you, and it's like a panic. They're automatically shoot for the guy that's running towards them. And I get a kill because they're aiming at the guy, right? And then you can just shoot him. Mm-hmm. It's fascinating, just like the psychology of shooting that out.
Shoot anything that moves.
And he's like, his character is hilarious. It's a perfect match. He's a total troll character because he's making decoys, trolling people. His ultimate's really good. It's basically like a get out of jail card. You ult, and then
it got me one time.
Six people of himself pop out, and then you go invisible.
Oh, that's
And then
cool.
you can just sneak out. You got like 10 seconds of invisibility, and you can sneak out of the fight,
cool,
which is really nice to have. I think the easier characters to play are the ones that have a get out, survive ability. Like Gibraltar has the shield. What's the girl underneath Gibraltar?
Wraith.
Not Wraith, the one to the right.
Oh.
She's got the smoke.
Bangalore?
Yeah, Bangalore. Yeah, she's got smoke. The ability. Wraith has the ability where
she goes invisible.
Invisible and immune, right? I think those are a lot easier to play. Now, do you
think Wraith's ability, because I play Wraith a lot, is more defensive, get out of jail free, or more offensive, like move to attack?
It's both, but I think it leans towards the defensive side of things. You can use it offensively, but then it's like a Genji in Overwatch. Yeah. You can dive in, but if you used your dive in, you can't dive out. But if you run in, you can always dive out. So it depends on the situation, but I think it leans more towards defense.
Let me ask you this. We had this discussion last week, and it was, keep in mind, last week, the first week it came out, we were all jumping in. So it was, this is only week 2, so it might be premature to talk about this now. But we have a little bit more perspective. Last week we talked about, can this dethrone Fortnite? We have after another week has gone past, we've seen they're just increasing in numbers. Big time streamers are streaming it all the time. now. Ninja's on it.
I would say 95% of the streaming community from Overwatch and Fortnite have all moved to Apex.
2 weeks in. Now, the key, I think, is going to be how well they support their game in keeping new, interesting items, new stuff happening in the world. Fortnite destroys at that. They're the best at that.
Yeah.
No question.
They do it weekly.
Yeah.
I don't know how they
hourly almost.
But does this? Last week we talked about it. McSpicy, can this dethrone Fortnite? What's the potential there?
No, it's going to hurt them, but I don't think you can dethrone Fortnite right now.
I don't think the reason you can is the same reason Minecraft is because you got the younger crowd.
Yeah.
So it'll always turn over.
The average age of Fortnite is 12.
I will say
I don't think the younger crowd are gonna play Apex until they get older. Right? You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like the Blackout situation. Blackout.
I have a nephew. That's who was calling me.
He probably want to play Fortnite.
Yeah. He's trying to move on to Apex, and it's a huge. He's having a hard time. He's like 11 years old.
Well, and that generation too hasn't grown up playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Or Halo.
It's a
different type of shooter for them.
Correct. Much different.
Do you think Fortnite being in third person is more forgiving with the aiming and stuff?
It's more forgiving in a lot of ways.
Even on the console where they kind of help you out a bit with the joystick.
One of the main reasons is forgiving is because you can third person peek corners. The only way to see people in a first person game is to expose your position.
Hence the tactical.
Yeah.
So having watched while I'm at work, I just have up Twitch or Mixer, and I'm just watching people play, and so I'm watching the top streamers play Apex. I keep wanting to say Titanfall. They've been playing Apex, and I have to say I have not had more fun watching a game being streamed than I have with
it's
Apex
exciting.
in a long time. The last game that made me feel like that was when PUBG was first on the scene, and it was super exciting. It's the speed. And Fortnite, you watch people fast, but it's like they're watching them building and play tactical, and it's the speed and the gunplay, and then how they're using their characters' abilities. Yeah. It's just so much fun. How they're interacting with their teammates. It's way more entertaining to watch, in my opinion.
Did you watch any of the tournaments, like last week's tournament?
No, I saw Ninja's team won a tournament.
Yeah, but because there's a new player called Dizzy.
Was he on Ninja? Did Ninja recruit him?
I don't know. Oh no, so how it worked, so you had all these streamers, and they basically had like team captains, and then they chose players, right? So you had a streamer called King Richard. He's a very good player, very good player. He's on I don't know what, DRM. I don't know, DRM, that's funny. DGM or something. I don't know what team he's on, but he's on a team. And he chose, his first pick was Dizzy, and he didn't choose Ninja, and Ninja was actually kind of, miffed about it.
Hey, man.
Dizzy carried like you couldn't imagine. Like,
really?
Go watch last week's tournament and watch his play.
Were they at a location, or was this just them?
It was. So how it worked? It's actually really interesting how the tournament worked. Every one of the players needed to be streaming.
Who set this up? Streamers or
Twitch? It was a Twitch tournament.
Twitch. Okay.
It's called Twitch.
Did Cypher
Challenges?
play? Or not Cypher?
Shroud.
Did Shroud play?
Shroud. He was the one who was supposed to win. But I'm telling you, Dizzy, he got, so it's challenging game. There was a few games he didn't get under 20 kills.
Whoa.
This is a lobby of 60, not 100.
Yeah.
So he literally got 1/3 of the population.
Every game.
Wow.
And
who does he play as?
So it was Dizzy, Ninja, and who was their third?
King Richard. He was the captain.
Okay.
Yeah. So they won by 1 point. So how it worked was every kill you get a point. So what you do, every kill you get a point over the course of 4 hours. So all these streamers at the same time started playing right at a specific time. And then you had 4
so they
hours.
Didn't play each other then.
They're on the same team. So yeah.
No, I mean, but like,
no,
it wasn't like they're all in a lobby. Okay.
Yeah, this is how Fortnite was before they allowed for private servers
to do their tournaments. Yeah.
So they say, streamers, start now. You have 4 hours. Get as many points as you can. You get a point for each kill, all your team getting a kill, and you get 5 points for a win. And they won 13 times because of Dizzy. Like, it was ridiculous how good this kid. He's only 18 years old. Just some random.
What were the other two saying? King Richard and Ninja.
They're
like.
Was Dizzy talking, or was he just silent?
He's talking. He's actually really. He sounds like a cool kid.
Yeah.
Just really good at video games. I don't know how he can think as fast as he can think. When you watch him, it's like watching an aimbot.
Well, it's like when you watch what Shroud does, it's like, whoa.
Yeah. Well,
we've been watching Shroud lately.
This is the new Shroud. No, so they won. It was Ninja's team got, or I guess I'll say Dizzy's team got 420, which is funny, and then the other team the next team lower got 419.
Wow.
Really cool tournament to watch though, because what they did was Twitch put on this tournament and they would just show their streams, and then the other two, they'd show a main streamer on the team and then show the other two, and then they would just switch to who's ever streaming. So all they had to do was have a computer with all the streams up and then just switch as they announced it. So you could watch their game. You watched this person stream on their team and then the next person. So it was like a virtual tournament instead of everyone at the same place, like an Overwatch tournament.
That's cool. That's really
It's really
cool.
interesting how they did that.
See, I think this is where Apex can take over from Fortnite. I think it's going to be the professional gamer's choice, right? Like, I think this is going to be the esport game to play.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then when you have like the forerunner of Fortnite, Ninja, playing this game, and other forerunners like Courage was there, Dr. Disrespect was there. Everybody's playing this game, so it almost looks like everyone's jumping ship, but it's because it's such a fun game to play.
And just watching it. Did you have the same experience as me? Watching it, I'm just blown away, and it's so, because of how fast it is, and because of the classes and the characters that they pick, it's just so cool to watch how they use each other and the gunplay. I mean, that gunplay is, I said it with
really
Titanfall,
good.
it's the best gunplay out there.
It's really good, and basically Dizzy made it so the other players, King Richard and Ninja, couldn't kill them. Like, they got so little kills because there's no one else to kill. I cannot believe how good that kid is. It's really neat. It's really fun. Yeah, he's good. It was fun. It's fun to see new players come out like that.
Dizzy, come teach us. Teach us how you do it.
So you asked who he played. He played the girl with the portal. I can't remember anyone. Wraith. That's exactly right. That's who he plays as.
Oh, it's
and
exciting.
He uses that offensively.
Oh, he uses that move offensively. Well, I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
We're not good enough to do that. Nope. Super fun. There you go. Apex Legends. I think it's going to be interesting to see how it evolves, where it goes. What Fortnite is going to do to counter that. Fortnite's going to Fortnite it. That's what they've done all along. What do they do to counter this?
Here's a question, and I saw this in our Discord, and it's kind of a conspiracy theory I saw in our Discord.
Okay, conspiracy theory.
I like conspiracy theories.
I do, me too. I like going down those rabbit holes.
Do you think EA doesn't like their games to succeed? Because let me tell you this.
Well, they definitely, it does. I will admit, and I mean, I think a lot of the big publishers do this, but sometimes it does seem like,
well, from a marketing standpoint, they step on themselves all the time.
They're doing it here. They released randomly Apex right before Anthem.
Well, Anthem's going to sell well no matter what.
It's more of a story focus.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? A little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, they did this with the other games. I mean, Titanfall was with Battlefield.
Maybe if Respawn was just pissed because of the last one, they're like, you know what, we're releasing before your big game.
You don't release us after
I don't know.
Anthem.
I just find it odd that they released the same genre type of games, sort of. Or the not same genre, but the games that would attract the same audience.
Sure.
At nearly the same time.
Well, here's the thing though. Like when you look at like Destiny fans, like diehard Destiny fans, that's their target for Anthem. They're trying to get those guys over.
What game do you think they're playing right now?
Only because Destiny's dead. Apex Legends, but those Destiny players have still been in Destiny until now, and then they'll be an Anthem. Like, those players play those types of games. They like the grind. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's definitely going to be an overlap, but your main core audience is a Destiny type of player.
Yeah, but I still think they do it all the time. Like,
no, it's true. It's true.
Kind of
it's
interesting.
Really close together for sure.
I wonder if like there's one guy that just gets upset, like he's like the boss of everybody, and he's like, "Oh yeah, fine, I'm releasing Apex now." Boom.
And it's free to play. Boom.
It's free to play. Suck on that, Anthem.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think it's a big issue for them, just because I think they're different enough and their target audience is different.
Ice Grills in chat says they released a great free game that everybody is hooked on right before a paid game that people are going to say, "Well, I don't need that right now because I'm super into Apex."
That's a good point.
And I'll just put it on my backlog.
Yeah,
well, I think they trip on themselves.
No, I agree with you. I think this is a little bit different in like, so when Titanfall 2, so what
So
before it was Call of Duty, Titanfall 2, Battlefield. That was a bad idea
because Titanfall and Battlefield are your same audience, exact same.
And their excuse was, well, Titanfall takes us for the future. It's different. No, it's
not.
No, it's not.
It's called a video game.
I think this is because this is solely focused on 3's multiplayer, at least right now, right?
Yeah.
There are rumors that you're getting, singles and duos later, right? But yeah, so you're solely focused on 3's multiplayer, whereas Anthem has the benefit of being a BioWare game where you got story. It's much more fleshed out story-wise, right? Because I'm actually really interested.
You're using their same logic, just so you know. This one takes place in the future. This one takes place. This one has a story.
Well, I think this one's different. I think this one's different.
Are going to be playing.
Is like that's a multiplayer focused game, and Anthem is more. It's multiplayer focused. Like you're right. I'm not saying. I don't know.
The entire game is matchmaking.
I think
Anthem's more MMO though. Anthem is that MMO hybrid.
Yeah,
but it's the same audience.
No, it would be different if EA released Fortnite and then they released Apex Legends. That's much more. That's the exact same audience, right? This is Destiny and Anthem. Like this is Destiny, Anthem, Division 2. Those 3 games are fighting for the same audience, much more than an Apex audience is. But you are going to get some overlap, obviously.
Well,
I think the overlap is a lot bigger than you're thinking.
Here's the argument: if it's a great game, it's a great game. And it will pull an audience. It being a standalone great game will pull your audience.
Don't underestimate the power of the Call of Duty audience because they stick to their guns.
Yeah,
literally.
Yeah,
they're loyal.
They're very loyal, and that audience, if they latch onto a game. I was there.
Oh, there you go.
I'm one of them.
You were.
I latch on to games.
No. LZ Man has actually a very good point. LZ Man 16 in chat said Anthem is PvE, dungeons, raiding, etc. Apex is PvP.
Okay, fair enough. I still think the overlap's pretty big.
Well, it is.
Yeah. Well, because free.
Because Apex.
Yeah.
Well, because Apex didn't have to release. Nobody knew it even existed. Right? It was on nobody's radar. So I wonder what they saw. Either it was just impulse, and some dude was pissed. It was,
he has this big launch button,
a red button.
Boom! Wow! 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 Wow!
He got fired. And he was like, "Okay, I just got to go to my desk real quick."
Lit the match.
Boom.
Walked away.
Because they could have waited.
No one
could have released.
Honestly,
they could have released in April.
Honestly, they came out at the perfect time because they came right in the middle of limbo. Like you had this
came out right when Crackdown was coming out.
Yeah, no, like you had this like Kingdom Hearts just came off a high, right? You're 2 weeks into Kingdom Hearts, and then you're 2 weeks away from at Metro Crackdown. And all these big games, right? So they slipped right in there, man.
Yeah,
it was a good move.
It was a good move against competition, a bad move against themselves.
They're competing with themselves.
They really are. That's what I'm saying. I find it odd.
Deadly Praises in chat says you guys look cold. That's because it's snow. It's a blizzard outside.
There's snowing. A window.
It's a blizzard, and we keep the window open because we got a million electronics in here. So
and I support
Fortnite or
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts right there.
What symbol this is.
And my sister made this for me.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah.
Your sister made this for me.
For the record, I'm in shorts.
I don't know why that offends me, but I think that was offensive in some way. And I think I need to beat you up.
It was also incestual.
Yeah, because we're cousins.
What do you do?
Well, there you go. With that, let's get this show on the road. Jordan, tell us what is happening in the world that is Xbox One this week.
Shall we get the elephant out of the room?
Let's get it right out. It's big.
This is the clickbait here.
It's a big one.
Clickbait.
Go ahead.
Anthem's out.
Anthem.
Well, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Did you have Origin?
Okay.
No, or EA Access.
It's on EA Access?
10 hours. Just like every other EA game.
This is not still
I
not
know
out.
people that have played the prologue.
Yeah, EA Access. So here's the thing.
What are you laughing at that for?
Well, that was just funny. I know someone that played the prologue.
Why are you laughing?
That was funny. Now that he points it out, that was funny.
I just said I know people.
It's the way you interjected. You're just. I know people that played the prologue. Me, I know them.
Since we're on the topic, this is exciting.
I was backing you up, and you just started laughing.
That was a good joke. That was a good one.
It wasn't a joke.
I just thought.
But look, we're laughing. Yeah. That was a joke.
Okay,
that was a good one.
No, but here's. I don't like EA. I feel ripped as an EA Access member. I don't have access to Origin Prime or whatever it's called, Origin Premier.
Yeah, I feel a little bent as
So
well.
if you have the Origin subscription thing, which is EA Access, but on the PC, you have full access to the game right now. And I was like, our little brother was telling us this, and I was like, no, Jono, I've got full access too. I'm EA Access. It's the same, man.
No, it's not. Origin
the
Access
same.
is way better, and
He
it's
slapped me
cheaper.
across the face with truth. It's not the same. I just get 10 hours. I get it, what, 2 days before? I don't even get it 2 days before. I just get you just get the 10-hour demo.
Well, it's not a.
Well, you know,
Is
I mean,
it
how
a demo
no,
or is it?
You get 10 hours of play.
Yeah.
With EA Access, so you could go in and play 10 hours.
10 hours of the game being on.
Of the game.
That's
being
important.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
important difference.
That is
You
important.
gotta hit that
You
quit
gotta.
button.
Take a bathroom break before you start.
Yeah. Which I guess, I mean, 10 hours is a long time, but it's not full access like you get with Origins. And I don't know why the differential is it the same price for Origins that it is for EA Access?
I think Origin's cheaper.
And it's cheaper?
I think so. Don't quote me
No,
on
I don't
that.
think so because EA Access is only $35 a year.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. Are you sure?
Yeah, it's $5 a month or $35 a year. That's why you pay for the year, not the month, because you get a better deal.
I just pay for the month because then I get it early and it ends up being like $1 cheaper buying the game because you get 10% off.
This is
you know?
true. This
Yeah,
is true.
I've pulled that move before.
Yeah.
This is true.
It's like the old Netflix thing they used to do. EA is finally going to catch on and then
ban your
and
account.
then ban your account. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue. It's out now.
No, yeah. So you can start playing it tonight. Now, if you're having trouble playing it, that just it's kind of how it is.
tough luck.
Yeah, that's no,
Tough
because I
luck,
guess
huh?
it wasn't showing up in the EA Access dashboard. But anyway, if you're having trouble playing it, go to the game store, pick the store CN store. On the store page, hit the hamburger button, the 3 buttons.
Oh, yeah.
Right. This is how
Menu
you
button.
manually do it if it's not showing up for you. Hit those 3 dots in the store and then select the trial. So it'll if you go to the store
okay.
and you kind of hit the drop down box, which is those 3 little dots, it should tell you the trial. If you're an EA Access member, if you're not, it'll either be grayed out or won't be there or whatever. Right. But
Why did they have to get rid of start and select?
I like
Now it's
button.
hamburger button
Is it
and
patented?
square.
Is it patented
By
by Nintendo?
Well, you could change it to like beginning.
No, I think you should call it hamburger and
What would you substitute
And TV
for select?
screens.
Begin and choose.
I mean, just Fortnite it.
Or back. Just use the back button.
That's
like
what they
was
had
on
before.
The Xbox. Yeah.
I really think
Or-
it should be hamburger button and monitors.
Monitors?
Yeah.
Well, I call it square.
Can you hit that square button?
Hit the square button.
Square.
They
That's
should
what
come
it
up in
is.
The
tutorial.
Inception button.
Pull up your map by hitting square. That's a good one. I
Square,
like
square.
that one.
Hey,
actually.
for the record, just because we're ignoramuses, Origin Access, they have a basic edition, which is EA Access. It's the same price, $4.99 a month or $29.99 a year. So
that's
I was
your
off by
EA
$5.
Access.
That's EA Access. You get a 10-hour trial. Or you can get the Premier, which is $15 a month or $99 a year, and that gets you extra content included with new EA games, like bonuses, I think, your
Skins, all that
pre-order
stuff, yeah.
skins, and then you get full game unlock early. So they have the Premier, but I want that Premier option on my Xbox. I don't think for $99. I don't think I would do that though.
I would have done it.
I mean, 10 hours. 10 hours.
I mean,
is
how
long.
much did we pay for State of Decay just to play it 2 days early?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Hey, Mark. He calls me up. Hey, Mark. Do you want to waste your money with me? I mean, why not? Let's do it.
iSkrill says Windows button makes way more sense being a Microsoft product, so it's a Windows button.
Which button?
Why don't
The
they just
hamburger
put
button?
back.
Why don't they just put Control Alt Delete on the controller?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Just-
I need to reset my box.
Yeah,
Can we pull up Task Manager?
So yeah, they really think just like start and select is just easy.
I think it's Is it patented? I don't know.
You can't.
There's gotta be a
patent
reason.
Start. Start is start.
Didn't someone patent the Happy Birthday song?
Yeah, but it's no longer patented.
So who jumped in on it?
Disney?
Disney?
Probably the Germans. I don't know.
I bet you Disney's going to try and buy
No,
it.
somebody-
and make 4 movies out of it.
Somebody lost it. I think in 2016, and so now you can have Happy Birthday in movies.
Michael
now.
Jackson probably bought it. The bastard.
Yeah, that tool.
Anyway, in addition,
That's so funny.
in addition to the many games that we have out today, Anthem is. I was actually debating. And
How
this,
late is it? Why are we laughing so hard at our dumb jokes?
Yes.
no.
I was debating, and I still don't know. Should I play Anthem tonight
Oh.
co-op, or should I play Crackdown co-op?
Oh.
See, that's the problem with Crackdown because it's obviously Anthem now. Now that you put it that way,
Well, I honestly, with Apex, and I may be biased towards this game. David's leaving because he doesn't like my opinion.
Yeah, he didn't go to the bathroom before the show. He's walking out the room right now. He's gone.
I may be biased toward this game, but honestly, guys, I'm actually very excited for Anthem. Like,
really, yeah. Well, it's so good. It's
like super. Like, I took the reason I have days off of work next week is because that's when Anthem's initial launch day is. So I'm going to play my 10 hours this week. I'm going to get it in, and then come launch day when no one can play, I'll say, well,
can we play co-op on the 10 hours?
You can do whatever you want on the 10 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
That's freedom, man.
It's dirty.
I love it when you talk dirty.
Yeah. So, and Anthem does co-op properly because when we do missions together, it counts for both. And if I repeat those missions with you, I still get loot.
Oh, well, that should be.
That's just like your formula, right?
Unless you're Far Cry, that should be your.
But I love Anthem. Well, I mean, I don't know yet, but I really liked the demo. I really love the formula of basically shoot, die, repeat. You know what I mean?
Like, well, the Monster Hunter formula.
Yeah, just shoot, gear, repeat.
Iron Man, Monster Hunter.
Yeah, and then they randomly throw some hilarious dude that splits himself up into 5 parts.
That guy was funny.
Which some people didn't like him. I thought he was hilarious.
That guy was funny.
Yeah.
I liked him. I liked his multiple personalities.
Yeah, it was. Anyway,
do you know who kind of made me uncomfortable? Was the guy in the bar.
Oh, Kenny or not Kenny?
He's like
but isn't he Kenny from 30 Rock? Isn't that the voice actor that does him?
Yeah.
Hey, and they even say like, you know my voice, don't you?
Why he made me uncomfortable is he forced me to answer questions about his relationship. Like I don't want to do that.
I don't know you, dude.
Yeah, I had no idea who this guy was.
Well, see, maybe
he's like, should I act or should I, go for the? I don't know who you are. I don't want to press either option.
Maybe because we were like thrown in the middle of the game, level 15. Maybe. Like, you guys are friends at the beginning of the game?
I sure hope so.
And
if he's just pulling out that kind of drama.
You went to high school together or something?
It was like an MTV reality show.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to be there.
Yeah. Anyway, but still, like, there's too many games today, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what do we do? Do we play Crackdown or do we play Anthem? I'm leaning towards Anthem because I like it. In addition to that, do you know what else came out today?
What?
A DLC for Resident Evil, and they did it for free.
Yes. Yeah, and it's
they're
free
like,
DLC.
oh, hey, by the way, since you got like 5 games to play today, here's free DLC. That's
now
actually
this
really
is
good.
Resident Evil, the remaster.
Yeah, Resident Evil 2 remake,
which is on my list.
They just said, hey, Ghost Survivors DLC, Resident Evil 2, it's out, it's free, and actually, it's pretty awesome. It's basically what they said, and guess what? It was pretty awesome.
So they weren't lying.
Yeah. So anyway. In addition to that, we got some Fallout 76 news.
We did. Wild Appalachia.
Yes. So, in addition to the new PvP survival mode, Fallout 76 will have a series of updates in the PvE mode called whatever David said. Wild what?
Wild Appalachia.
I can't pronounce words like that.
Appalachia.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
He can pronounce words like incestual, too.
Incestual. I
did say that about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I read the dictionary before the show.
So, the updates will be the first big content drops of the year. They'll span over the next few months. They'll do new quests, events, challenges, and they'll also bring new content to Camp, C-A-M-P, crafting, and they say much more.
Much more.
I like it when they leave the much more because you're like, oh,
what else could there be?
What's left? In addition to everything else that came out today, you got the open beta for Trials Rising.
That's not out yet.
Oh,
but that's coming out. Yeah, it's coming out the 21st.
Oh, yeah, it's next week. Sorry, you're right. Yeah, it's next week. 21st all the way up until it releases, basically.
Up until
the 25th, and then the 26th it releases.
Yeah, you can jump in, try it out. Keep in mind, when you jump in, your progress is not going to carry over to the full game. It literally is. It's basically a demo. I don't know why they're calling it a beta. It's a demo. Now, it might be a beta in the fact that they're...
If you're going all the way up until the release date, you're not making any changes.
If your beta is 3 days before the launch, that's not a beta.
Yeah, you're not making much changes there.
No, yeah.
So, in addition to all the games we have to play today, guess what else came out? The Black Desert Beta.
Black Desert Beta is here now.
I did want to jump into this weekend because I want to see if there's any improvements from the last beta to this beta.
Yeah, so here's my problem.
Tell it to me. Lay it on me.
There's only room for one MMO in my life. I have been dying for Black Desert Online, but having jumped into Anthem, that really I love. Who doesn't like being in an Iron Man suit, right?
It's pretty awesome.
I think I'm going to jump into the Black Desert Online this weekend, and this will make my decision for me.
But
I can't be in 2 at the same time.
With Black Desert, you can.
I could if we're going to test out AFK this weekend. So we're testing that out.
Yeah, I really want to.
So you're gonna AFK a game that
I'm
you're
gonna
gonna be
AFK
playing.
level while I play a different game.
Yeah.
I don't think you can multi it. Could you do it with 2 Xboxes?
I have 2 Xboxes.
No,
Same
because
profile,
when
though.
you
See your profile
when you
connected.
log into one, it kicks you out of the
Yeah,
other.
your profile connected.
That's why you gotta have a spare box with a different profile.
Just a spare profile.
Just a spare profile.
Just hanging out
A sprofile.
as you will. A sprofile.
Dude, can we just list all the games that came out today? So you got your Black Desert Beta.
No,
you got
I don't think we
Anthem,
can.
And you got Crackdown. What was the one? The Russia
Metro Exodus. See, I just don't have time. I might jump into the beta just to see what it's like, but I don't know if I have time. Metro Exodus, I'm jumping into it, but then again, I'll have all week for Metro Exodus. So I'll jump into Black Desert.
You got DLC for Resident Evil 2 remake, which is awesome, and you guys are forgetting one big one.
What is that big one?
Jump Force.
Oh, Jump Force. Damage.
Yo.
Dirty damage.
Now that actually, okay, so remember last week
I purchased Metro Exodus. Will you purchase Jump Force?
I did spend a lot of money on Anthem.
Oh.
And I didn't get it a week early. So, what do you do? I basically, between my EA Access membership...
That's a no.
So a hard no. It's not just no, it's a hard no.
See how he likes, he's condescending. Like, that's just how he rolls. I did do more than you.
I've dropped way more money than you on games this month.
No, I think I got
cheap ass. Oh, okay.
No, I gotta talk to my wife because she's kind of upset that I spend money on stuff that she doesn't see the point in.
Why is she? She just gets mad at everything.
I know. That's what I'm saying, man.
Money.
She got mad at me. She got mad at me this morning because I dressed our kid and I freaking looked awesome, and she said he didn't match.
Matching is overrated.
Yeah.
Why did he look awesome? What did you do?
I made him look like a sailor.
Oh,
yeah. Good for you.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Wait, what didn't match?
Well, so I got
it was
out
the pipe.
The cigar? The cigar
cigar
and the tattoo didn't match.
No, so I got out his little thingy. The.
I don't like where this is going here.
Dingy.
No.
His little weenie, right?
Little dingy.
His little dingy.
He's a sailor.
What are you talking about?
No,
I thought we were talking about clothes.
You know,
I just got out his
I
little,
just couldn't,
I got out his little thingy.
And I couldn't match it with anything.
I just did nothing matched. Nothing fit.
So I got creative.
Oh, someone quote that. Can someone quote that?
No, I got his onesie that's like a T-shirt but a onesie, right?
Okay,
and it had a pirate ship on it, and I said, hey, that's a pirate ship.
It's a pirate ship.
Let me get some sailor pants for that.
So
thing.
we whipped out his thingy.
So I found these pants that were blue and white stripes,
Okay,
like
I
a
can see
sailor,
that, yeah.
and I put them on.
Yeah.
And check this out, I even color coordinated the socks too. So the pirate ship is yellow. Put on some yellow socks.
I like it.
And then I'm having him walk around. Hey, say goodbye to mom. We got to go to daycare. And she's like, "What is he wearing?"
She's like,
What is on his dinghy?
What? Why is his dinghy just flapping about? Why is that thing out?
We anchor that in this family.
Anyway, I'm just saying. I think he was the coolest kid at daycare today. Okay. No one else wears cool clothes like that. I'm just saying.
Well.
I have good style. Dragon Quest Xbox jacket.
So you think that's
Done.
what put her over the edge when you're spending all the money on the video games?
So she was mad, not that you spent all your guys' money, but that you dressed him. I think she's probably mad at the money.
She might be bad at the money. Yeah,
she might be.
You might be mad at, well, because I try and.
I mean, I'd be proud of the dinghy.
I try and do the bad news, good news approach.
Oh,
you know what I
okay.
mean? Like, oh, hey,
the whole world's blown up.
Yeah, but
just kidding. I spent all our money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like it's one of those things. Like, oh shoot, we need a new furnace. It's $200. But this game is only $60.
Yeah. And I bought.
That's not how you do it.
And I only bought.
That's not how you do it. You
Yeah.
say no. This is what you do. You say
Just bad news, good news.
No, you go. So I bought a game that was $200. It came with a box that had free nuclear waste.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Are you kidding me?" And you're like, "Nah, it was just 60." And then she's like, "Oh, okay, thank goodness."
there.
That's what you do.
Oh yeah. No, I she was actually just kind of making fun of me for the mismatching. I didn't think it mismatched.
Sounds like it was a good time.
Yeah. You know what's funny is your wife told me the same thing one time.
That you mismatched or what?
No,
That you mismatched your dinghy?
Yeah, what is
No, because
going
I
on?
used to babysit your kids when I put them in their clothes and I freaking made them stylish, and then your wife comes home and she goes, "What are they wearing?" They're wearing this.
They all have penguins.
Yeah,
Okay?
people just don't understand my style, man.
Apparently
I need to
not.
get into a museum and do like abstract.
You're like an abstract stylist.
Yeah.
Stylist
With
dresser,
newborns.
whatever. With newborns. With newborn children.
I believe in some countries you get arrested for that.
Next time I want pictures of this so that I can judge for myself.
I think she took a picture because she called me and she said because she picked him up from daycare and she said I walked in and I laughed at him because his clothes were. I said take a picture and we'll
I don't want to
want
see any pictures. I don't want to get arrested. You do you guys.
So I told her to take a picture and we're gonna have people vote on it. But Jump Force is out today. And I want it.
Dude, let's get it.
Did you? Speaking of other games, I mean, 2 days ago, Tetris 99 came out too.
But it's on the Xbox.
Probably the best battle royale that's out.
That doesn't matter.
Ugh, that game. Battle Royale for Tetris. Who doesn't want that?
Guys, do you know what else is coming out? I know this is an Xbox podcast, but I got to tell you what I'm excited about.
Zelda.
Yeah,
the Zelda.
and it's the fish one too.
Yeah.
It's so awesome.
Well, and the way they did it, it looks
So
really
explain it to me.
Looks really
I'm
cool.
interested.
Have you never played Link's Awakening?
No, yeah, I have.
Oh, okay. Well, it's that
That's-
game, but remastered.
Oh,
being
okay.
remastered.
See, I didn't know that.
Completely remastered.
yeah,
I did
so
not
the
know
fish
that.
one. It's very sad. At
New
the end.
graphics,
It's good
everything.
though. Yeah, it's kind of
It's like
you have to see
top-down claymation almost, but it's not. It's like little sprites. It's really cool looking.
top-down claymation, but not.
but not. Yeah. So picture claymation and then don't.
Don't do it, and that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Ooh,
Anyway, moving on.
I like your desktop.
What was it?
I think it was Destiny.
No, it's Ori.
That is Ori. That is
That
Ori.
looked like Destiny. I looked like a suit for a second.
Oh,
Destiny and Ori are very different games.
That was a tree.
I'm kind of embarrassed. My eyesight is not what it used to be.
Hey guys, there's 3 of us, and guess what just happened?
4-player co-op.
4-player co-op. So we need a friend. 1 and 2. We can
I'll
now
make some
play in
calls.
Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5. They came out with an update that added 4-player co-op. Woohoo!
Yeah, that's cool. Well done, Battlefield 5. Well done.
All right, moving on.
Black
Okay.
Ops.
Black Ops 4 devs. So that they're okay. I will admit, out of all the Call of Duties, Black Ops, I feel like, is doing a good job. They're continuously updating.
Yeah.
They're being transparent. They're coming out with double XP weekends. They got a battle pass. They're doing a good job. Zombie mode is actually incredibly fun.
Wait,
But,
they got a battle pass?
Well, it's
Yes.
See, this is the
Okay.
mistake. Can I say the mistake right here?
But the
Because
thing is, do you buy the? I can't remember. No, I think it's just like a tiering system where it's basically a battle pass.
Yes.
okay, can I say the mistake? Battle Royale games, can you attach them onto a paid game? Sure, you can. You can do, but you're not going to beat PUBG.
I don't think
PUBG is the king.
I don't think you have to pay for the battle pass.
PUBG is the king of the premier battle pass games, right? If you're going to buy one, just buy the one that's all they do, right? They focus and they do it right.
Wait, what game does?
PUBG.
On what?
They're the if you're going to purchase a battle royale game,
okay.
PUBG is the one you're going to purchase.
Go ahead.
I think Call of Duty honestly made its mistake in making it a Call of Duty that you have to buy and then battle royale comes. If you're trying to tap into the battle royale market, I think you've got to do what EA did. And the only reason EA is competing with Fortnite is because it's free to play.
Yeah. I mean, when it's free to play, you
That
get a
is
lot more players.
That
off
is
the bat.
nature of that model. The only one that can. It's like World of Warcraft. Since PUBG was first in, they're the only ones that can really successfully compete with that model. World of Warcraft, the only subscription. Any other, you just can't. You got to go free to play. I think that's the mistake Call of Duty made. And now they're adding on a Game Pass.
I don't know because I bought that game so I could play the BR.
Yeah, but now you're
but
not.
that's-
now you're not.
Well, yeah,
you're not.
yeah.
Are you going to go back?
But the thing
Well,
that
not because of Apex is
Yeah.
better.
I think Call of
It's
Duty,
straight
what
up-
they did
it's
is, I
straight
mean,
up
they
better.
have
Yeah.
with Call of Duty, you got your Call of Duty crowd, so you're guaranteed that, right?
But they
And
got
I think,
my money.
I think
They
they
did
were
get your
trying
money,
because
yeah.
that was the first Call of Duty I bought in a long time, right? So what they did is they got their Call of Duty crowd and brought a little bit of people over for Battle Royale, right? I think they were trying to get the best of both worlds. Honestly, the way Call of Duty Black Ops 4 was set up, each mode could have been its own like $20 version.
I mean, it was good.
They did
a good job. I'm not saying they didn't do a good job.
I was actually talking to our younger brother about that. I was like, you know, it would have been nice because he was kind of talking about. He's like, because I don't play this mode. I don't like if they would have let me like just buy the Battle Royale mode for $20, I would have done that. You know what I mean? And then just buy zombies because the way it's split is really cool. But anyway. They're making a lot of changes. I think they are doing a good job with Battle Royale.
No, they really are.
You know, or they're doing the whole process, the whole Call of Duty 4. But they are. There was some tweets and some stuffage on the internet teasing maybe some map changes.
Yeah.
I was yawning. Sorry.
There are many changes of the map.
Yeah, they were teasing some map changes. They showed like a picture where there was like red X's and different drawing, stuff like that. So
like the Fortnite approach.
Yeah.
So now Fortnite is being Fortnited. Fortnite is being Fortnited now.
Fortception.
Yeah.
Ooh. Nice. And in other Call of Duty news, Activision have an earnings call, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the new Call of Duty is going to be awesome."
The campaign, they promised campaign for the next Call of Duty. They're going back to its roots.
This is what I was afraid of. What happens to Blackout?
No, it's going to be like Spicy said. It's just going to be a game mode tapped onto like team deathmatch, tapped onto every game.
Different like they fully focused on Blackout. This developer is probably focused. They probably took out the campaign to focus on Blackout.
Yeah, but now that you know what you're doing, it's Control C, Control V.
That's a very valid point. Yeah. Well, actually, I mean, technically, Call of Duty's been doing that for like 12 years.
So now you take those guys, you can Control C, Control V it, and you throw those guys all over in the campaign.
Yeah. That's what they've been doing. So, I mean, they're pros at that. That's for sure.
I just want to know like what the statistics are on the campaign. Because they can't be huge compared to the player base.
I don't know. That'd be a really good
like
question.
What percentage, honestly, like do you think? Because you never did.
No, and what bugged me
and you were a hardcore player.
I was, that's all I played. What bugged me is all the achievements were on the single player mode too. And so
do they still do that?
I think they do.
Yeah. Actually, what's funny, all the achievements are in the zombie mode on the
bugs me so bad that they would put all the achievements in the thing that no one would ever play.
Well, that's probably why they do it, like get you to play, right?
I guess.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the campaigns were good, they're action-packed, but...
So we do have statistics on that. According to True Achievements, who can monitor it via achievements, just 22% of Call of Duty players completed the single-player campaign.
That's interesting.
22%. That's higher than I thought it would be, but that's still only 22%. So 80% are only multiplayer. No wonder you go
and/or zombies
with
the later one.
Well, right? Zombies
which
weren't
would
in the
count
last
as
one,
multiplayer.
So it's multiplayer.
Zombies were in the last one.
So at 80%,
they Control C, Control V zombies quite a bit.
So only 80%. So I don't blame them for not. 20% is still a big chunk.
I know perception, right? Like is like the perception. They don't have a campaign. I'm not getting a full game. But all honesty here. Battlefield 5, I don't really, or Battlefield in general, I don't really think needs a campaign. The campaigns are fun and they're cool, and I like Battlefield 1's, like war stories, and they're fun. But I mean, that game is it is the multiplayer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's the same. That's the same as Call of Duty. Like that's the same argument you can make of Call of Duty. Call of Duty is multiplayer.
Yeah,
and Halo. You can do that with Halo
too. Yeah.
Well, Halo has a much more fleshed out story. You know what I mean?
Does it?
Yeah,
I believe it does.
Does it?
Yeah. It has books.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true. That's very true.
I don't know. I don't mind. Like more content, the better, right? But I always think. I mean, you guys are they're on a time crunch. Some of these studios, right? So I wonder, like where would you rather have the resources? Campaigns, multiplayer? I mean.
I'd go Well, at 80%. That is.
Let's be honest. Blackout had a lot of bugs and stuff in it when it first came out. If you had more resources on it, you could probably have gotten those down more. You know, it could have been a smoother launch, right? And that's my question.
So watch this. Too. So it jumps all over the place. So the True Achievements went and looked, and they looked over all of the Call of Duty games. What percentage of players played
I bet you the Modern Warfare games are the highest because those ones I played. Those
Call of Duty 3 is the highest by far with almost with 35%.
Well, because that was the one right before.
But even at the highest, that's
when
35%.
Yeah. But that being said, that was when the Call of Duty multiplayer was not the Call of Duty multiplayer.
Yeah.
No.
That changed multiplayer forever.
Okay, so actually that one's 36%. That's the highest.
You lied
Then
to me?
we go into multiplayer. Modern Warfare is not the highest. First Modern Warfare is 25%.
I would have thought that outside of the first one, I would have thought that one would have been second place.
Which one would you put in first? Out of all the Call of Duties,
World at War, because you had to play the campaign in order to get zombie mode.
World at War, only 14%. It's one of the lowest campaigns ever played.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. 'cause
I
zombie
had
mode
to-
was- yeah, zombie
I
mode
had
was
to
fun.
beat that to get zombie mode, so that's
Yeah.
why I played the campaign.
Modern Warfare 3 is the next highest. 31% of players played Modern Warfare 3.
Well, and that's the conclusion too. Sorry, I had to sneeze.
That's the
Good for
conclusion.
you.
That conclusion to the Modern Warfare story, right? Because didn't they all continue off of each other? Yeah.
Yeah. Since being on the Xbox One next generation, you have Advanced Warfare. 30% played the campaign. Black Ops 3, 4%.
Wow. That's very
No
interesting.
wonder Black Ops. So
Yeah,
at
so they're like,
4%.
F it.
Black Ops 4.
Let's
why
do
are they-
Blackout.
Yeah, why are they?
I guess you're right. So
Why
I guess
are they going to go for it?
because that's Treyarch, right? So I guess Treyarch.
Infinite Warfare is up to 16%. Call of Duty World War II, 29%.
I feel like I should be taking notes, and there's going to be an exam at the end of the week.
Yeah.
There will be.
Man,
So I don't know if at 4% the Black Ops series is not. But what's the next one? If the next one is a Warfare or a World War II one, then that's going to be higher. Those are in the 30%. And at 30%, that's a large chunk of your player base.
Yeah.
4% is
How
nothing.
high was Modern Warfare 2? Because that campaign was actually really good.
Modern Warfare 2 is at 27%.
And they, in my opinion, they had the coolest box art for any of the modern Call of Duty.
Is that the one with the guy in green?
No, it's the
It's like
one.
green cover?
It's the one with the soldier in like the desert fatigues, and he's like holding his rifle down by his arm, and he's like looking to the left, and he just looks friggin' awesome. Yeah.
oh yeah, I know.
So as far for Battlefields, Battlefield 1 was 18%.
But see, yeah, okay.
Battlefield 3 was 30%. Battlefield 4 was 20%.
That's surprising because Battlefield was broke for a year. Battlefield 4, so I thought that one,
Well, Gears of War has held pretty consistent over the entire lifespan at 35%, but that makes sense.
Are those people that finished the campaign or just played the campaign?
Finished the campaign.
Okay.
So, played it. That's just played it.
Well, yeah, because you go in and you're like waiting. Okay, my internet's down. I'll play it for like 10 minutes.
yeah, that's
And
pretty-
then-
but Gears,
that's a lot of campaigns to get
but,
finished.
but Gears is a story-based.
Yeah, more so
story-based
than Battlefield
game,
and Call of
more
Duty.
so than.
Oh, we're
yeah,
talking
Call
about
of Duty.
Gears now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gears. So
Oh,
Gears
okay,
is
yeah.
Gears over all their games has an average of 35%. Halo also has 38% over its series.
Really, see, that's a surprise. The Gears and Halo one surprised me because
But that's almost 38%. Let's just round up. It's 40%. That's
it's
almost
half your
Like,
pie.
If we're going to round it up to 40, might as well round it up to 50.
50. I just did.
And at that point, then we just,
I mean, basically all your players are playing campaign.
100%.
Titanfall 2 got 34% of its campaign, even though the first Titanfall had no campaign.
It
that
had a
was
multiplayer
probably
campaign.
more of a curiosity thing, but their campaign was good.
It was. I really think they should have just went to left field.
Left field?
Like,
Well,
just
yeah, what's that
like
supposed to
no,
mean?
like because when they're
I
when
think they should have pinch hit. If you know what I'm-
Titans should have been gay.
no man, like
What are we talking about?
No, that's what I'm saying. Man. Like they should have just went out there, like put in I don't know, put in like. I don't know, Henry Ford as like the creator of the Titans, or just
The
like
first
really
Titan.
gone out there.
The first
Henry
Titan
Ford.
was created by Nikolai Tesla.
No, because like honestly, Titanfall. I mean, the campaign was good, but like Titanfall again. That's I picked that up for multiplayer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That tight gunplay.
Yeah. Well,
You know what they should do in Apex Legends?
what's that?
They should make a supply drop smart pistol.
Oh, that would piss off a lot
Like
of people.
right.
Well, what was so funny
It only
about
has
that
it
gun?
only has like one clip. So
Well,
you gotta.
What was so funny about that gun is it actually wasn't that good, and everyone complained because you could see the kill cam that there. It's just like ding 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 ding.
Well,
but
what's
it was
funny when you see the kill cam, he's aiming at you for like 30 seconds.
I know.
You use it all the time. Yeah,
I use it all the time, yeah.
You know what was cool about Titanfall 2?
Well, but then when you go back, so if you go play Titanfall 1 multiplayer today, they've nerfed it. Like, it doesn't work at all.
Yeah.
It does work, but there's such a delay on it that you're screwed.
Yeah, and that's funny because now it's just like a gun you'll never use ever.
Yeah, it's a gun you'll never.
Well, you know what was
What's funny is how long you had to hold the.
and like you could see it in the kill cam. Oh, OP.
and
It only was like 3 shots. Though.
you could have shot them a long time ago.
But they were OP.
Yeah.
It's OP. No, you know what's really interesting about the Titanfall 2 campaign? The best part of it is when at the end, when you open up your like little lock box, your little diary box, and you pull out the smart pistol. It was very emotional for me. Do you remember that part? It was a good part.
That was a good part. Yeah.
Anyway.
Hey, so I have some stats up here.
Oh.
About
Right.
Tesla?
So
Did he
this
create
is-
the Titans?
He created the
about
Titans.
Tesla out of left field. Here is story participation in popular game series. So this is the average. Out of these games, tell me who you think has the highest average
Like,
story participation
Of any game ever made?
campaign. No, not any game. They selected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 games here.
I
I'll just
really-
list a few.
I'm really confused on the question. Like,
'Kay,
who
Fallout?
played the campaign?
Yeah, and what does Tesla have to do with this?
Played the campaign.
Oh, played the campaign.
Campaign participation.
Is this a specific genre?
It's all different
what
genres.
decade?
All different types of genres.
Oh, okay.
This is according to True Achievements,
Okay.
trueachievements.com. Fallout,
Which one?
it just says, so this is series. So whole game series.
Oh, okay.
All series combined. Fallout,
No.
Call of Duty,
No.
Halo, Battlefield,
No.
Dead Space,
Wasn't that game only single player?
Bioshock,
Pretty sure it was.
Gears.
Well, and Bioshock.
Yeah, Bioshock was only single player. I feel like this is a skewed test.
They had some multiplayer,
In
but
2 they did.
it wasn't very good.
And Mass Effect.
Mass Effect. Ooh.
I'd say Mass
say-
Effect.
So
Of
who
all
do you
those,
go? Who do you go number one?
Mass Effect.
Hold on.
Then
Hold on. Bioshock and Bioshock's up there.
Give me number one, and then give me last place. Let's go to the extremes.
what was the?
Call of Duty last.
I would say. Okay. I'm going to say this. I think Mass Effect is number 1. I think Call of Duty or Fallout might be last, only because I don't think Fallout 3 was as popular. Like, it was awesome, but I don't think it wasn't as big as Fallout 4. You know what I mean? I think Fallout 4 brought people to
I think
Fallout.
Dead Space. I think Dead Space is up there.
Yeah, Dead Space is because that game was.
That game you wanted to keep going, but you also didn't.
Yeah.
It was
So maybe
scary.
it's not up there.
But it was really good. I think Dead Space, Mass Effect, Bioshock are my top 3.
Jordan?
Well, I think Mass Effect is the top one. I'd go second with Bioshock, and I'd probably go third with. What were the other ones on there?
Hold on, let me go back to them. It is Gears,
Oh, Gears.
Halo, Battlefield, Batman, Arkham.
I'll go Batman.
Yeah, Batman's a game you want 100%. That's a 100% kind of game.
All right, lay it on us.
Hold on, I'm looking for their definition here. They call
Do you even have an answer?
it's
Hold on,
story
I-
participation achievement is what it's called. Okay, Mass Effect's number 1
Yeah.
with
We got that right. Yeah.
only
Boom.
50%
Well, because it's hard sometimes.
overall stories. Yeah.
But when you're
also,
only a single player game,
Who did you put at last place? Call of Duty
I
for
put Call
spicy.
of, yeah.
I think Fallout's higher than Call of Duty.
Fallout.
Fallout was
Last
last. Man, I
place.
should have stuck with my gut. I think it's because Fallout 3 was because I actually didn't know about Fallout 3 until I went to work. I was working at Dairy Queen at the
Yeah.
time, and my friend was like, "Dude, I bought this new game, Fallout. It's
Now keep
awesome."
in mind, this is combined average of all games.
Yeah.
Of all the games in the series.
Well, that's
So
what I'm saying.
Fallout.
I don't think the first 3 Fallouts, because Fallout 1 and 2 weren't owned by Bethesda, but Bethesda came in at Fallout.
Well, and
3.
they were like third person from the air looking down like
Yeah,
a
Diablo,
style.
style. But anyway, and I didn't know anything about Fallout 3 until my friend told me that Liam Neeson was your dad. And I was like,
Yeah, I'm in.
let me jump into this game.
So
I have a certain set of skills.
then Call of Duty is 22%. Fallout was 16%. Call of Duty was 22%. Halo's 25%
What was
over its
Bioshock?
entire series. Bioshock is third from the top at 40%.
Okay.
What was second?
Dead Space 45.
I got the top 3.
Dead Space.
And then Gears.
I got the top 3 except Dead
Gears
Space
and
Bioshock.
Batman.
I win.
Gears
I win,
and Batman
I win the
round
video
out your
game.
top 5. So Battlefield for its genre does really well
yeah,
at
shooter
30%
multiplayer, yeah.
over its entire series.
That might be because the game was broken for the first year, though.
Yeah, so you didn't have a choice.
You had to play it.
You had to play it.
See, there's-
And I wonder if in Battlefield do they consider the OG Battlefields like
Well, those were multiplayer only.
No. I know what he's
The
talking
funny
about.
ones. I can't
Oh
remember.
yeah, Bad Company.
Bad Company. Yeah,
Well,
did they
Bad
include
Company's
Company?
story was
'Cause
great.
Bad
Dude,
Company
why
was
don't
good.
they? Well, that's because it was hilarious.
Yeah, that was a funny story. It was fun. I enjoyed it. That was like one of my first games I like beat
Yeah, because it was good.
because it was good. Yeah.
Dude, why don't they come out with Bad Company 3?
I don't know why
honestly,
they're resistant to go back
dude,
to Bad Company.
If I think this is just okay, let me get the last news story out of the way. And then we
I
can
don't
talk
think
about
they
that.
like success.
Okay, let's go to the last news story. Then
Apex Legends surpasses 25 million with a concurrent player count of over 2 million.
well over 2 million.
Big-
It's close. It's almost 2.5.
Yeah, let's just
And
round
if
it
we're
to
going
3.
2.5, let's go to the 3.
It might as well be 3.
So anyway, that's really cool. Congratulations to Apex Legends. It's a really fun game. I think that if Battlefield had a rough go this year. They got beat up a little bit. They got thrown in the locker, wedgied, all that good. Thrown in the swirlied. Yeah, there you go. That's a good. What else did they do in high school?
Poop on the front porch.
With fire on it. Yeah.
Fire bags.
Yep.
Toilet paper. TP'd.
Yeah, they got beat up a little.
Shaving
this year.
cream in the hand.
Oh, that's a rough one.
Pants.
I'm going to go cry now.
Pants.
Bad memories.
Bad memories. Sorry.
Dude, I think,
Sorry, man.
dude, I think you come back next year, or not next year, maybe whenever the next Battlefield, because they don't come out yearly. You come back with your next one, and it's Bad Company 3, and you don't screw up by telling people not to buy your game. Do you come back with Bad Company 3 having the same mechanics as Battlefield 5, and then you actually encourage people to buy your game? I think you're that combination for success.
Yeah, why?
Because like I always say, Battlefield 5 has the best mechanics. You move, and then you put it in the best, in my opinion, the best setting, Bad Company.
All you do is just take Battlefield 5 and throw in Bad Company's story.
And that would bring you back modern, so you'd be different from the previous ones.
Yeah.
Because right now you're back in time, right? So I don't know, man. And then you bring back the old characters.
Dude, they're
the
so
old
good.
squad gets back
The
together.
squad.
Yeah.
My favorite character, the dude with the glasses. That's the heavy.
Yeah.
He has the
Oh,
heavy
yeah.
gun.
He's the one who ran out with the gold
Dude,
at that one scene.
He's so cool.
And then they're all like family friendly in the first game, and then the second game they just say
go
the F
total,
word.
Total cuss
Yeah.
word.
They just say it doesn't even honestly. I don't know if they just had a bad English. What do they call those people that
Translators?
Translator?
No,
Like a dub-
like
dub?
the region people that
A
work for-
verbalist?
I don't know. Anyway, the people, yeah. Localization.
I made that up.
The localization when they localize it to a country and stuff. I don't know if that guy.
Didn't speak English.
But anyway, it was just they said sentences, and one sentence had 4 F words in it, and you're like, what?
And
And,
you
and it's not that
Well, Battlefield 2 was so bad that I had to go in because my wife or girlfriend at the time, I don't know which one, but
Might have been me.
it might have been Mark. Sometimes he had long hair. It was confusing.
It was really pretty hair.
But I had to go in and turn off speech altogether.
Well, because
in
in
the games. It's in
multiplayer.
multiplayer.
They did it out of the ordinary. It was weird.
It was like you're shooting and you're like,
even the players, even players I'd play with the dirtiest mouse you've ever heard are like, geez, what is going on?
you're like,
Yeah.
what is?
I'm
this?
supposed
There's a time and a place.
Yeah, I'm supposed
and
to say
fighting
that.
is not fun of them.
Yeah.
No, it is.
Anyway, yeah. You'd ping a flag, and then all of a sudden, the mother effies to the flag, and your squad's like, oh my gosh.
I know.
Your
That's
squad's
when I bought my first set of headphones.
Yeah, that's exactly for that game. Whoa!
I remember when I bought my first set of headphones. It was actually Fallout 3.
Oh yeah,
It was a Thursday.
Yeah.
it was a Thursday.
It was raining.
We were living with our grandparents, and we had just bought a big TV, and I was playing Fallout 3, and there was a ghoul, and he was like, hey, you want to be my friend? And he had a lot of money, so I didn't want to be his friend because I wanted to kill him and steal it.
Uh-huh.
And anyway, he says the F word, and right when he said the F word, our grandparents walked in.
What
and
are you
Yeah, he's like,
playing?
what are you doing?
Oh, I played this game.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, Grandpa?
Got me a pair of Turtle Beaches after that.
Oh yeah, it's interesting that you talk about that television. So this was when flat screens just came out, and we went and got a 42-inch, which at that time was giant.
The hot game was Halo 3.
Interestingly enough, Jordan and myself went to the store, and I was with 2 girls. One I was dating, the other I thought about dating and breaking up with the other one
At the same time.
at the same time. Both of them.
Rock and roll lifestyle,
Listen
man.
to this.
Rock
Listen
and roll
to this.
lifestyle.
Listen to this story. You'll appreciate this, Mark.
Okay.
Jordan and I went to Walmart. They were with us. We bought it. We just dropped. We said, "Yep."
What did
Get
you
it.
buy?
Off the wall. 42
Big
inch.
old Vizio.
Vizio.
Okay.
Both of them got mad. Why are you buying that? You're wasting your money. What are you doing? Why would you buy this? Got mad. Needless to say, Broke up with one, never talked to the other one again.
Good for you,
Yeah.
man.
You don't tell me not to purchase a television. When they were first out, a 42-inch to enhance my gaming experience? I don't think so.
That's funny.
Yeah.
When there's no ring on that finger, you're telling me what to do? I don't think so. I could tell right there this was not going to work out.
Yeah. Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Good for you. Way to have that rock and roll lifestyle.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do we still have that TV?
Yep.
Is it at your house?
It is.
Where is it?
I've passed it down. It's in my son's room. My 4-month-old son.
Right next to his crib.
Just right next to his crib.
It plays the shark song.
Sometimes I just
When he
turn it
starts
on for the
crying,
glow.
they turn it on, and it's
Just
a
the
picture of you
glow.
guys.
It's the old ones that had the radiation.
Dude, I borrowed your TV one time because you were moving.
the big tank.
You were moving. You were moving into you were moving somewhere, and you needed a place to store it.
I
And I
remember.
was like, I'll take it. I remember that's actually what I played Witcher 3 on. I was sweating.
It heated
That
up
thing-
so much.
That was like before the technology.
when
we
I
have
had
today.
that I had it in a place that had no air conditioning. I had like 3 fans on my face.
Dude, it heats
That's
up.
upstairs in my bedroom right now.
And then you have like the consoles blowing the fan. Dude, gaming
things
was
hot.
rough back in the day, man.
yeah, and that thing, they don't make them like that anymore. That sucker's heavy.
It's a shame.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Well, we used to have it in here.
Oh yeah, if you
When
go
we
back
remember
to, yeah.
when we turned it on, that's why we never had it on, because we would all be sweating to death in
Do you
this
still
room.
have that TV?
Yeah, it's up in my bedroom.
Oh,
He just said it.
I just said it.
Oh.
I like to keep things hot. That was the joke.
I obviously
Up there.
missed that whole section. Do you guys
No, it's
ever
okay.
listen back to our podcast and you go, when did he say that?
Yeah. Sometimes
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, I don't
Dude,
remember having that conversation.
That happens during the show. Like
That
I
game
didn't
came
know
out?
you guys were talking about a TV that whole time,
Yeah.
and I was like, "What do you buy?
Yeah.
TV." I don't pay attention.
Anyway, sorry, that's all I got for the news.
That brings us to the last segment of our podcast. Oh, that sound.
beep.
Do you know what's funny? Speaking of like Xbox sounds,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to just derail
Okay,
this.
go ahead.
I have as my text message the Xbox turning on.
It throws you off all the
And
time.
I'm always confused because I'm in my office working and I have an Xbox in here and I'm like, what the heck? Why did my Xbox just turn on?
It got me the other day. I walked in and you like opened a drawer and your Xbox turned on. I was like, whoa, Mark, how'd you do that?
I've had it for a couple months on there. It still confuses me.
Yeah, it's-
Diddle-a-doo.
Yeah.
Like, what? I didn't press that button. Anyways, back to you, David.
That brings us to the portion of our show where we take your questions. Oh, there it is. Oh, yes. Where we take your questions from the mailbag. To enter a question into the mailbag each and every single week, you can do so over on patreon.com/positive gaming or XoneBros.com/support or XoneBros.com, and then click the Patreon banner right there. We appreciate the support. First up in the mailbag is the one and only Mad Shot Maddie.
Oh!
Mad Dog Mad Shot Madsen, who writes in and says, how do you see the gaming market being affected by Epic Games offering a free battle pass for completing 13 of 21 challenges available to everyone, including free users, in the 2 weeks of overtime between battle passes? I see this as a brilliant marketing and user-based move, a free $9.50 for their hardcore users, and attracting or retaining millions of new kids who previously didn't have the funds to buy the pass. Mr. McSpicy, you are the most Fortnite-ish of us all. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, it's smart. A lot of those kids that play the game don't have money for any of the skins and all that stuff, right? Wait, what? Why are you laughing at me?
Because someone in the chat said you look like a hot pickle.
Oh, it's organic. He's been making me laugh this whole time.
I know.
He always tries to
It
derail
derails
us.
the conversation.
Yeah,
Oh.
Organic's a funny guy. No, it's really smart because a lot of the user base in Fortnite don't have money. Like, okay, I got to tell you, I was playing with my nephew Fortnite, and they have friends that they play with, and
Sure.
they play with me because it's a squad.
You got to
And
carry, man.
They know that I know Xbox really well, and
Yeah.
the kid's like, hey, Mark, hey, can you teach me how to get the stuff without my dad knowing? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, I want to buy this, but does it send him a text message? Does it send him an email?
Oh, parental control.
Yeah, and
man.
I'm like, well, yeah, it'll probably send him an email. He's like, okay, then I, in the next 5 minutes, need to go grab his phone. Like,
Whoa.
that's how kids are. Like,
Whoa.
they're pretty hardcore, right?
Yeah.
What
So-
are you doing? Like,
I laugh and I'm like, you know what? You could probably just go say I'm putting my allowance into this or something. He's like, I can spend it on anything but Fortnite. He won't let me. So obviously there was a problem there. But
the minute Fortnite figures out how to allow you to insert cash into like an ATM machine somewhere at the grocery store that's untraceable,
called skins.
That's untraceable. That'll be when that takes off.
I know for a fact that my nephews that I play with, right, that all their money goes into that game. Like they work, they do their chores, they do whatever. They're only 5, so they only have like 25 cents at a time, but they put it all in there. So
how much is that in V-Bucks?
That's 25 V-Bucks.
That's a lot of
That's
V-Bucks.
not much. Yeah,
That's not very much because a skin costs 20.
I think a cheap thing costs like $250, right?
But if you're doing Game Pass, you could buy one Game Pass and roll it over. If you're playing
So that's what. Yeah.
Oh, the Battle Pass, you mean?
Sorry, Battle Pass.
And
yeah.
those kids aren't very smart. They spend all their V-Bucks on like leveling up, like Jordan does.
No, I just
you don't need to do that.
You're gonna get there eventually. Waste it on skins. Don't waste it on 10 levels.
yeah, but I have money.
See, that's funny. I indirectly insulted him.
I saw that.
Those kids are stupid. They do what Jordan does.
Why'd you call me stupid? I didn't call you stupid. I called those kids stupid.
No, I think that's
funny.
a waste of money. But anyways, back to the question. So if you complete 13 of the 21 challenges, that's going to make these kids not play any other games, especially in a time when Apex, another free game, is out. They will
vying for their attention.
They're going to go to that game still. They're going to hang out with that game. They understand it. They like all the pretty colors.
I think it's a good way to. You're rewarding your hardcore player base too, because they're going to get it because they're playing every day. They probably already have the V-Bucks anyway. Honestly, anything Epic Games does, I think, is awesome. Like when they did that Steam thing, I know a lot of people got mad. I thought it was awesome.
Dude, they nailed it. They're doing a good job with it.
And then I like combined the two. I almost said Mexodus.
Mexodus?
Metro Exodus.
Well, Division 2 is only there too.
Yeah. Metro Exodus also had an awesome statement, and then they apologized. Fools.
Russians.
Yeah.
You
I
never
actually don't know
apologize.
if they're Russian. Their game just takes
Their
place in
game
Russia.
is in Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it's. I mean, I think it's smart, and I think those kids should play other games. But it's smart to keep them stuck into their little hole that they're in, which is Fortnite.
You think other games will take that model, a similar model, and implement it now? Especially if it's successful.
Well, I mean, I don't know if they can do it because Fortnite does it in a way where you don't. They're good at taking people's money, whereas other game developers are not good at taking.
Well, they do it in a
money.
way that you don't realize you're getting your money taken from you, right?
Yeah. I don't. They're good. They're great. So I think it's a smart move. I think the kids should branch out and play other games. That's what I try to tell my nephew.
So
I'm playing Apex.
Did you actually play Apex with them?
No, but I told him download it. We're gonna play another game. I'm trying to open up their horizons a little bit, and he did download it. And that's who called in the middle of the show. I think he wanted to play with me then.
Do you think it's going to be a huge? I mean, you talked about this earlier, but do you think it's going to be that big of a jump for those players?
It's hard. It's a very difficult jump
because it's much more tactical.
Well, it's tactical in its own way. When you shoot at somebody, you don't build a tower in a couple seconds, right?
Being caught out of position,
you're
punishing.
punished. You're punished hard. You can get out of it.
You can't may it.
You can't may it. That's right. You can't just press the left bumper and then turn into a snowman. That's what he's.
I call that main it.
That's an Overwatch character. No, I think. I mean, it's. I think it's very. I think you need to get these kids to play other games, but I think it's smart to keep them in there. Fortnite doesn't want them playing any other game, and
that's
this
the
is
goal of all games.
Yeah.
Don't play any other game. Don't leave our screen.
Yeah.
Well, great question, Mad Shot. Thank you very much for writing in. Dark Knight writes in and says, with the pre-order of Xbox onesies, they're official. They're up. We
That's
didn't
great.
talk about that in the
That's
news.
fantastic.
But he says, with the pre-order of the Xbox onesies officially live, would you want to get one? Yes, I think that's a big yes for all of us.
Yes.
And if you did, would you get your gamer tag embroidered on it?
Yes. And yes. Yeah, my current one's actually the zipper broke. So I'm looking for a new one as well.
The zip.
The zip.
You know what I like on little children, because I have a little child? They have zippers now.
If you didn't add that last part.
There's onesies. They're onesies now.
Quote that one.
Zip the opposite way. So, like typical onesies, it zips from your foot up to your neck.
Uh-huh.
But then you got the zipper up by your neck. You don't want that thing jabbing you in the jugular. That'll hurt. So now it
Or in
starts,
the dinghy.
Now it starts at the neck and it goes down to your foot.
Those are fancy ones because I have the ones that kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they have a little...
They have a little button.
The
that you
protective flap.
The protective flap.
Yeah.
It flaps right over.
Yeah, the protective flap.
Tell you what, if you paid a little bit extra, I think I'd get the reversible zip.
If you paid a little bit extra?
Maybe they offer.
Does it actually cost more to make the zipper go the other way?
Yeah,
probably.
you got to order from the other side of the world.
I'd order from
the,
you from England.
It's the equator
See,
thing. You
see,
know?
I understand that. That's science.
Yeah. Like how the toilet flushes the other way on
Yeah.
the equator.
Great
Same
question. I'm
process.
really excited for those onesies. Remember, Australia got them first, and we're like, why don't we have these?
Now
And
we do.
do.
Maybe
Now we
they
do.
had the same problem we did. They couldn't get it over here.
Yeah.
You know, the shipping thing.
Oh, yeah.
Even Microsoft has problems like that.
Microsoft, yeah.
It's a tough gig.
It is a tough gig. Terry Asepi writes in and says, has there ever been a game that everyone else is excited for and you just can't get behind? He says, for me, it's Anthem. I'm a Destiny and big Division fan, but don't see myself playing Anthem. I will give it a shot with the 10-hour preview, but don't think it's for me. Well, that's a case where, I mean, you've got Destiny, Anthem, Division. You're really going to have to... that's a game of preference right there. What do you prefer? Which style do you prefer? What type of world do you want to be in? So that makes total sense. Has there been a game though that everybody else has been excited for that you're just meh? You're really not into? Jordan.
And it's not that I don't like the game. I'm just not as into it as you guys and or a lot of other people. But that would probably be Elite Dangerous.
Oh, really?
You hated that game.
No, I didn't hate it.
No, you did.
I don't. There's only
Warframe
one
is
game
the one you hated.
Yeah, but I actually because of our good friend TIE Fighter, I gave it another chance, and he kind of explained a few things to me when he was streaming. We were chatting, like how to play.
Don't be a douche.
Yeah, like how to play.
Don't power through a level. Just don't run to the door.
Enjoy the journey, not the destination.
Anyway, so I did get into it, and I do have a different perspective on Warframe because I gave it a fair shot. But I don't know. Elite Dangerous, like it was like I had fun playing with you guys, but I could never do it by myself.
Yeah, you're not
you know
as
what I mean?
hyped as others.
Yeah.
McSpicy, how about you? Any game that like the world has been hyped for and you've not been too excited?
I think Life is Strange. No, that's when you are excited.
I do like that. I like Life is Strange. I really like that story. I don't know. That's a hard one. Happens a lot. I know it happens a lot.
For you, I think Telltale games. Everybody raves about Telltale.
Yeah,
and
I'm
it's
not
just
a
not
fan.
for Spicy.
Which is funny because Life is Strange is
It's
kind of like
basically
that.
a Telltale.
But I don't like Telltale at all. I can't see myself seeing that as a game.
Farming Simulator. You didn't get behind that one like me and David.
But I never played it. It
He
sounds
didn't.
exciting.
He did never play
well,
it.
now that we got the threes PvP competitive stuff,
That would be
coming out,
sweet.
man.
Yeah. Telltale, because I feel like when you're watching a movie, you shouldn't have to press A every 10 seconds. And that's what Telltale is to me. And you can't you don't call it a game. That's not a game.
I view it as gamifying a movie.
Yeah.
You've just gamified the movie.
But they call it a game. It's
now
not
it's
a
on.
game.
Now it's on. Do you know the Minecraft story that Telltale did? Now it's on Netflix. You can play it on Netflix.
Wait, do you have
can
to press the
watch
remote?
and play. You use the remote to make your choices.
See, that makes more sense because it's not a game.
Well, it is a movie. I mean, the stories are really good too that they tell.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah, there's one for you. For me, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really into like Overwatch. I wasn't really into. I mean,
Well,
I like it. I appreciate it.
but that's outside of the genre you like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just don't, and you don't like coming late to those games, and you don't like putting in the time.
Well, you
to-
really can't come late to those games.
Yeah. Well, and it takes work to be competitive at those types of
Yeah.
games. And you would rather put that edge, that competition, the work that goes into it in like say a Madden or a FIFA.
Madden, FIFA, Wargroove. Been loving some Wargroove.
We got to play some multiplayer.
We gotta do multiplayer, guys.
Guys.
We could do free for all.
Guys, sorry, I just got distracted because we're talking about cool games.
Yeah.
But I forgot to put this in the news. It was on one of my tabs. But Final Fantasy VII is on the Xbox.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That it is.
Just throwing
What?
that out there. Yeah, it's like a HD. It's the old version. It's not like the remake, the one that they're making. But anyway, speaking about games that you're hyped for.
Spicy's about
That's
to go
my favorite
buy
one.
this
Oh
right
no,
now.
I lied. I'm sorry, I lied.
14.
It was Final Fantasy 9. My bad. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I
nice.
just ruined your day.
Look at
Like I feel so
He
bad.
just-
It was 9.
He just did to you what he does to his wife.
Yeah, that's how I get games. I'm sorry. It
Get
was
you all
9.
excited.
It was
What
9.
did
I
you
can't-
just say?
He just did to you what he does to his wife every night.
I'm not.
I know you're all excited and then
I don't feel
disappoint.
comfortable.
They leave you disappointed.
I don't feel comfortable in this room anymore.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
man, that's not
I don't
good.
know why I said 7. It was 9, which by the way is still really good. You should play that one. I'm so sorry. I feel legitimately bad. It was Final Fantasy IX. My bad.
Great question, Terry Asepi. Thank you very much for writing in. Nate,
You know the fastest way to make a baby cry?
Yeah.
Give it a sucker and take it away. That's what
Yeah,
you
Final
just did.
Fantasy IX is now playable. It's really good, man. If Final Fantasy IX is good, so if you want to,
Well,
but
I'm
it's
not
not
going to go buy
but
it.
it's not 7.
Did you see how fast I was going to buy that game?
Hey, we were talking about Wargroove
Final
too,
Fantasy
and
VII is coming.
we were talking about Wargroove, and you interrupted us.
Oh, sorry. I like that game a lot.
Wargroove, super fun. Spicy, I was streaming it last week, and Spicy was streaming it. We were just.
I'm sad.
We were discussing strategies and such.
I'm really sad right now. Can you cheer me up, David?
Yeah, let's play. Let's start a multiplayer match.
Wargroove? Heck yeah.
Wargroove.
One person on the Switch, one person on the PC.
You guys should play it on the Xbox so you get the achievement.
One person on the
Yeah.
Xbox.
Well, you won't win, so you won't get it. You have to win to get that achievement.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
what's
won
cool
'cause I
is
forfeited.
Spicy was like, "Hey, you got to try this side quest and this side quest." Because I'm just going through the main story. Because as you go through the main story, you unlock new units and stuff like that. So I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
trying to get all the units and experience it. But those side quests are amazing. They are way fun. Highly recommend if you're into that game and you've not done the side quest. It's like these crazy cool mental challenges that they do. The first side quest that I did was just players versus players. Like you had a band of players against another band of players.
It was Nuri, right? What's her name? The plant lady?
Yes, Nuri.
Yeah.
Or Nuru.
Nuru.
I don't know.
Nuru.
Naruto.
Plant lady.
Naruto?
Starbound lady. But you don't have an economy, so you can't get new units or anything like that. And so it's 100% strategy. The second one was basically tower defense, where players are coming in wave after wave after wave.
That's the one. That's where the skill jumps.
Yeah, and I made one mistake at the end. I could have done it, but instead of blocking in a golem, I don't even know that's what they're called. The giant.
Giant, yeah.
Instead of blocking in a giant, I let him free, and then I died, and I had it.
Wargroove is so good.
It's really good.
It's such a hard game that feels rewarding when you beat the
They've
maps.
done it right. It really is a game of love. You can tell they put a lot of time and attention into the game. It's so good. So much
That's
fun.
what I play on the treadmill.
Yeah, that's what
It's
he plays
the
on the
perfect treadmill game.
This is a good treadmill game. Nate Denelt writes in and says, "Hey guys, love the show. You guys are entertaining and love the community. So I just picked up an Elite controller. I know you guys have talked about it before, but how do you guys have them set up for all the different games you play? Do you guys think it was a good choice to get one now? I haven't heard anything new about the second edition controller coming out, so I just grabbed one. Thanks guys. Keep up the good work and hope the studio is coming along. Don't forget to subscribe to Patreon, people." Well, thank you very much, Nate Denault. Let's start with McSpicy. McSpicy, on the Elite controller, you have some games that you have set up with the Elite controller. Actually, you have a mouse Elite controller combo that you've put together.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, but awesome. So I play Overwatch on the PC occasionally, and I'm way more comfortable with a controller just because I played a controller all my life. But at the same time, a mouse has some serious precision, you know. So I play Overwatch on the PC. But on the left hand, I have the controller for moving around.
And he's using the Elite controller.
Elite controller. You need the Elite controller for this because you can put the extra buttons on the back.
Yeah, the levers.
Yes.
Paddles. The paddles. There we go.
The paddles, whatever they are, to use your abilities and stuff. And so on your left hand, you have the joystick for moving around, the D-pad for extra buttons, the left bumper, left trigger, and then the back side, you have a couple more buttons back there. So you have a lot of activators for your abilities and then anything else you'd need. Reload and all that stuff, but then the right hand I have the mouse, and it's perfect. It
is cool to watch too.
The perfect combination of mouse precision and controller hybrid.
Have you ever used that?
Do you think they could just make one combo controller that does that? That'll be.
Well, you wouldn't want to be connected.
That's called a controller.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Have you ever? What's been your setup with the Elite controller? Just by itself, standalone. Have you ever set up specific for a game?
Yeah, I think I did Forza. I think Forza works really well.
Racers are the natural because of the shifting.
Yeah, it wasn't the Horizon games. It was the actual motorsport.
6 or 7.
Yeah, it was the motorsport games. I like it in motorsport for the shifting and all that stuff. Makes it very fun to play. That's about all I use that controller with, though.
For me,
I might have used it on Elite Dangerous.
Yeah, for me, I used it.
But now I got my Thrustmaster.
I was using it all the time, and
right there.
The only really custom, I didn't use the paddles much because my complaint about the paddles is they're too sensitive.
They're way sensitive.
So, and you got to hold the control. I usually grip my controller with the paddles. I really can't grip the controller.
You hold it like a man.
I hold it like a man. That thing's not going anywhere, and So what I do like though is the joystick. So I would have my left raised up and my right way low. And I don't know why I like and with the rounded off joysticks.
I know. I left in my head too.
Why?
Just it sounds cool.
Anyways, I really enjoyed it. Okay,
I can tell
that way. That's mostly how I customize mine. Jordan, did you have an Elite controller, Jordan?
No, I just
noob.
No, I bought all the different editions of controllers. Like I got the Master Chief one, the white one, the blue one.
And as far as Nate buying the controller now, I actually was talking about this on stream the other day. I got a similar question, and I think buying it now, you're probably good. So we bought the Elite controller right when it came out, like it was first batch off the press, and I think that's why we had problems. I think now I've not seen too many posts anywhere about them breaking.
Yeah.
My joystick just got it was no longer centered. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say the one thing I do like about the Elite controller that I wish I had on all regular controllers, and I don't know why they don't do this. I think they should, but the weight behind it, it's not heavy.
It feels good.
There's a weight. It weighs more, and that makes it. I just like the.
I agree.
I get to put little sandbags on my regular controller.
No, I agree. It feels fantastic. Anyways, congratulations, Nate.
Yeah, little
Great question. Thank you very
weights
much
and
for
put on your
writing
ankles.
in. Last but not least is the man himself, Joseph Foley, who writes in and says, Fortnite showed the world a gaming company can make a ton of money with a free-to-play game. Apex Legends looks like it will follow in these footsteps. Would you like to Would you like to see more of these major studios release free-to-play, as long as the profits come from skins and cosmetics and not pay to win? It seems that this model forces the developers to release a great product at launch in order to immediately secure a player base and thus paying customers, versus the standard model where a studio can release a game not ready for prime time but still turn a profit from pre-orders and initial sales on the game itself. It's risky for studios, but it seems to be a win for gamers. Devout Cannon, great question. Thank you very much for writing in. What are your thoughts? Would you like to see more games go to this model?
Well, I think the logic there may be, I don't know if misconstrued is that a word? Misconstrued?
Yeah, that's a word.
Okay, I'm going to use that word then. Because let's take a game. I mean, if a game isn't good, it's even if it had pre-orders, people are going to refund it.
Yeah, but I think the point is that we're getting out so many games now that release unfinished, and then they patch it in. Fallout 76 might be maybe a good example of that. Where because a lot of people, like, I don't take the time to go get a refund. Some people do, but your majority of your people, I don't know.
They just feel burned.
Yeah.
And then they don't. Yeah. Well, I mean, but like Dead Man's Sky when it initially launched.
No Man's
Sky. Or Dead Man's Sky's the sequel.
The sequel.
The sequel that'll be
Dead
coming
Man's Sky was the original. They renamed it No Man's Sky after
when they put it on Xbox.
Dead Man's Sky is like a Pirates of the Caribbean remix. Oh man, No Man's Sky when it launched, everybody just refunded it, right?
Yeah.
So I think
that was the big example. That's like the worst possible scenario.
What I'm getting at is if it's a bad game, it's gonna not do well.
Yeah.
If it's a good game, it's going to do well. So the logic there is, does it push game developers to make a more stable game on launch if it's free to play
because it's risky?
I think, I'll be honest, I think Apex Legends is one of the best released games we've had in a long time.
Well, and it's Respawn
across the board.
And it's Respawn, and when you look at Respawn's last two launches, Titanfall 2 and Titanfall, they both had really solid launches as well.
They did. Yeah. So I'm just saying, I don't think it's the relation is the fact that it's free to play. I think it's the developer doing a good job at releasing
Can we think, what's another, I'm trying to think of a free to play game that released
good?
League of Legends.
Like really well.
Good.
I mean,
a free-to-play game that released really well.
Fortnite obviously, but Fortnite came out of nowhere, and it wasn't
Hearthstone.
Yeah, but they had a beta for like 6 months.
Yeah.
Then they apexed it.
Well, I think probably what you're going to see is whether I don't know whether I want to see more free to play or not. I think if it's a good game, for instance, I think that model works in an Apex Legends, in a Fortnite, in a game that releases and
that model works with Battle Royale because of the nature of it.
And especially works with Battle Royale. Single player, I don't know how you would ever do it with single player.
I think we're just not used to free-to-play games being so good. I think that's a new thing. Fortnite
because it kind of opened the doors for a lot.
And they weren't really free to play. They had before Battle Royale. It was a paywall free to play.
Yeah,
you had to buy the.
By the way,
did
they ever release it out of beta? Like
I think they did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and if you but I think they've really opened the door and the eyes to producers and developers in showing how much money can be made from free to play. I mean, you've had mobile games be doing that for a long time,
like Candy Crush,
or
millions a day,
or Clash of Clans, right?
Yeah,
but that's so niche, and it's not as front page or as a cultural phenomenon that was Fortnite.
I mean, Fortnite's a mobile game.
So if Minecraft, let me ask you this:
it wasn't always though. That came later.
If Minecraft released today for the first time, we had never heard about it; it hadn't existed, but Fortnite and Apex is out. I believe Minecraft would be free to play.
Well, the thing is
yeah.
But you got to remember when Minecraft came out, just like when Fortnite came out. When Minecraft came out, there was no other game like Minecraft.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
What I'm saying is that model, I think, in future games like that will suit free to play.
Well, I can see that.
Whatever the next Minecraft is, I think it will be a free to play because that's just the new model. When you look at it, Minecraft has skins. Minecraft has all these.
Yeah.
I just think that we've never really had free to play games that were good. I mean, we had Ben-Hur.
And Epic has shown
that game was terrible.
And Epic has shown that you can not only make money, you can make the most money.
Well, the thing
if you're good and you're free to play.
I think it's because they come out at the right time has a lot to do with it. Like, for example, when Fortnite came out, what was pretty much the only battle royale game that was there?
PUBG, and it wasn't free to play.
They took a risk. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and then I mean you release now in the genre. There's so many battle royale games. You're fighting a lot of noise, right? That's why Apex Legends was really good. They did a good job, right?
Yeah. Well, so let's get to. Would you like to see more AAA developers go to a free to play?
I'll be honest. I don't care as long as it's good.
Yeah.
I'll buy it or I'll spend money on it.
Let's take Anthem. Anthem, in which you will be able to purchase skins.
Yeah.
And you will be able to grind for them. That could easily be a free to play model. Would you rather have that be a free to play model or purchase up front?
Well, I mean, it's all situational, right? Because Fortnite can do it even when they weren't doing it because they had other income, right? I mean, EA can do it because they have other income, right? You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? No, is that?
Spicy's laughing.
I'm laughing at chat.
Oh, okay. Better. Good racing game or best racing game ever?
Because it's. I mean,
sorry, but Fortnite already had a revenue stream off of that game.
That's why it's such. You're taking a risk, but you have the money to take a risk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like only certain studios.
Fortnite has like I said, producers now will people will be willing to put in money because they see that $300 million a month that this free to play game is doing.
If it comes down to me, if I like a game, I have no problem supporting the developer. I already spent $10 on Apex Legends. I'm gonna buy the battle pass. I had no problem at all giving Rockstar my $60 to play Red Dead Redemption. You know what I mean? Like if it's a good game, and I think Mark said it, if it's a good game, it's a good game. You know. You don't think about money when it's that good.
Do you think we'll ever see a single-player game like a Red Dead Redemption try out a free... I just don't see how you would do it. There's no motivation for me in a single-player world to purchase additional...
I agree.
Cosmetics because I'm not sure. Who am I showing it off to? The computer?
How
the AI?
Would you develop that, too? I mean, you'd have to already have a lot of money.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Or just be a really nice guy.
Just be a really nice guy. It's a philanthropy endeavor.
Water in Africa.
Video
games for everyone.
Or make a really awesome game that people could just play for free.
Let's go with the video games.
Anyways, that's a great question. That's a really interesting thought experiment as well. Devout Cannon, thank you very much for writing in. That does us for the day. That takes care of business. If you haven't yet, guys, go check out Gamer Daily News. It's gaming news daily.
It's gay gaming news daily. It's absolutely fantastic.
You do that like that's the second time you do it. It's great.
I don't know why I always accidentally do that.
It's awesome. It's a great
Freudian slip.
Let's just say it's a good time.
It is a good time for everybody involved.
It's a good.
Gamer Daily News. Go check it out. Gaming news every.
Yeah. How many times have you done that? That's not the first time you've done it.
Second or third.
Anyways, go check us out. Just search us on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you are. Gamer Daily News
is there with you.
Is there with you every step of the way.
For 6 to 10 minutes.
6 to 10 minutes. It's gaming news in under 10 minutes. That's what it is.
6 to 9 minutes and 59 seconds.
Yeah, that's under 10 minutes.
That is under 10
story
minutes.
checks out.
Yeah.
Also, if you haven't yet, let's get out of here. If you haven't yet,
Okay.
I just wanted the music to be cute. Sorry.
Okay, let's just get the hell out of here. I'm done being made fun of.
If you haven't yet, head over to iTunes, rate us, review us there, subscribe to us, and please share us everywhere on the interwebs that you can. Let's get the news out there. This community exists. It's a good time. Thank you very much, everybody. Love you. Have a great week. Boxers are too loosey-goosey for me. That's why I go boxer briefs. It's the support of boxers, the support of briefs with the comfort of boxers.
Yeah. We had an interesting conversation in between the end of the show and the credits.
Yeah.
And now.
As we usually do.
Do you know what caused it is the credits end, and then Jordan goes, you ever wonder about underwear?
Well, no, wait. The reason is because Spicy said I had to go get a pillow for my ass.
Oh, yeah. Look. Did you guys see me get up?
Yeah.
Did you guys see me get up in the middle of the show?
Chairs.
My butt hurts so bad.
We're on metal chairs. And then Jordan is like, oh, yeah, my pants just stick to me. Like, he's all sweaty down there because of the metal chairs, and then everything's just sticking together. And that's where, have you ever thought, why underwear? And Jordan brought up a valid point. It is frustrating to go two layers deep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When you gotta go.
You really got to go pee. You go 2 layers. I mean, you just got to go sometimes.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But
the filter kicked in.
I know that.
So we got it. Let's do this, guys. If you have chair suggestions for long term, now we don't want high back chairs. We like that these are low back.
Yeah.
But if you have suggestions for something a little bit more comfortable,
some decent lumbar
support.
What does that mean, by the way?
Lumbar?
Is your lower back.
I believe it means cutting down trees.
Well, no, because everybody's like
a
every
lumbar jack.
Every time you look at every time you look at chairs, they always talk about the lumbar. I knew it was your back, but just what does it do for you?
Freaky says underwear is for insurance purposes. Sometimes it's not a fart. This is true.
That's what I said.
That's valid.
That's what I said. You was just more crude.
I talked about chafing.
That's a scary thing.
It hurts.
It's painful.
Okay, well, I'm glad I'm glad I talked to you about this.
We've changed your
Because
mind.
I was thinking about boycotting.
We've converted you.
Boycotting.
Boycotting underwear.
You're gonna pull the Kramer.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you very much, everybody, for joining us, and welcome back. That was a fun show. I thought that was a fun show. You guys think that was a fun show? I thought that was a fun show. Hey, first show with your headphones. How was it?
Oh, it was really good. I
was
love
good,
these
yeah.
headphones. Yeah, they're great.
I think I got to take off my beanie next time.
Oh, but did you get hot? It was nice and cold in
No, because they're like thick, so sometimes it was hard to like hear myself.
Yeah. What did guys in chat? What did you guys think of the show? Hopefully, favorite. Let's go. Favorite moment in chat, and without looking at chat, favorite moment of the show. McSpicy, what was your favorite moment of the show?
Both your gay references.
That was pretty funny. Yeah, that was pretty...
I know one of them. What was my second one? Oh, gamer.
Yeah, the Gay Gamer Daily News. But the other one where you're at the Titan Falls.
What do you?
Well, Jordan left field, and I was like,
no, it's just like you hear that expression like, oh, that came out of left field, like a weird thing, just came out of nowhere.
yeah,
just an expression,
It just sounded funny, I guess. Jordan, favorite. What do you think people will pick as their favorite part of the show? Today's show.
I don't know. The news section.
My section was the best. It was the absolute best.
Freaky says matching outfits on children.
Oh yeah,
I have fantastic style. I don't care what anybody says.
I mean, talking about the dinghy.
Yeah. I know. Pirates.
That was
Words.
I mean, there's a lot of like boating references that also reference other things. If you think about it,
boating.
Like the dinghy.
mm-hmm.
Dinghy? What else? The warship.
Oh. Hey.
Torpedoes.
Hey.
Submarine.
Oh man.
No, we don't drink either.
This is
This
all
is all organic right here. Organic.
Hey, LZ man liked my sister joke.
Oh, sister joke to spicy.
that was a good
Oh,
one.
that got one. That got a shout out.
What was the sister joke?
I don't even
Jordan's
remember.
Sister joke.
Oh,
The beanie.
When you were like,
Your sister
and I
made
was-
me.
and then you were like, your sister made me this too, and I felt violated. I didn't feel violated. It was like
Well,
just a weird
why did
comment.
I say your sister? Because usually you'd say like your mom made. Why did I say your sister? Like I don't. I usually.
Actually, your sister made this for me.
Because you said your
What the
sister
hell?
made.
Take that back.
Hey. Oh yeah, your sister made me a beanie.
It was amazing.
Hey, you should.
Best beanie ever.
You remember when we listened to our podcast in slow motion? We should listen to that part.
Oh, that
in
part is
slow
slow.
motion.
Yeah. You guys ever want a good time? What is hilarious is just turning the podcast down to half speed.
Makes it
Hilarious.
funny. Yeah,
makes it a good time.
We're funny. We're funny at slow
I'm
motion.
sorry about
motion,
that joke.
Everybody sounds funny.
I apologize. I
Don't
want
apologize.
to
That was-
formally apologize.
Don't apologize. His sister's a whore.
Oh my goodness. Cooper, how are you, man? It's good to see you, Cooper. Dahula, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Guys,
Oh man.
you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a dump. If anybody missed the dump the first time, we've got a special dump
Yeah, underwear or not.
for the second time. Underwear or not. We're going to play the dump song. I think we're going dump song, baby. Chief, yes.
It's up.
Oh, there it is, and the dump is up. Let's dump some sparks, baby.
Frozen underwear dump.
Oh.
Dude, it's so catchy. Even the intro gets me excited.
Gets me hyped up. Chief Beast. Thank you very much, guys. Wreck-em. Oh, Wreck-em, you made it.
Dump, dump, dump.
LZ, man. Thank you, guys. Dump, bump, bump.
Oh my goodness, look at all those.
Whoa!
Cooper.
They've been holding it in.
Holding it all night long.
That's not healthy.
Nope.
That hurts.
See, the arrow's coming up, though.
The arrow's my favorite part.
Load
Load it up. Load it up. Oh, here comes the hydraulic, right?
Yeah.
So what does it carry? Anything that's heavy.
Rocks, you know.
No, really good. Like the effects are good too.
Here it is. Here it is.
It's like legit. It's a legit arrow.
Here it is. Here's a hydraulic arrow. Oh, no, it's not. I thought it was right there. Back it up.
Oh, the stop motion, slow motion. That was good. See, this is the bridge. He auto-tuned too.
Hydraulic ram.
I like how it floats there in a weird way.
Ordinary. Dump, jump, dump, dump.
Thank you, everybody, for releasing
Jump,
your
jump, 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 jump.
your sparks into our spark sewage.
Into our channel.
Into our spark sewage.
Our sparkulage.
Oh, it's so good.
Such a good song. Such a good song.
Dump it.
Dump, 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 dump. Very well. Well done. Well done.
There it is.
Thank you very much,
Well
everybody.
done.
We appreciate it. Reckham says, or Tezaman missed the show, but here for the dump. Thank you very much, Tezaman. Reckham says, missed the podcast because of a movie night and Crackdown 3, but I never miss a dump. Thank you very much. I think Jordan needs to do a makeup stream for his mystery.
Oh yeah, there was an incident yesterday.
What was the incident?
I forgot it was Valentine's Day.
Did you get yelled at?
No,
okay.
I streamed for you though.
Yeah, no,
He did.
I texted
Spicy
David.
did stream in the day.
Thanks for having my back, man.
Boom.
Yeah. No, I texted David. And I said, David, do you know what day it is? I forgot it was Valentine's Day.
Hey, what'd you get for Valentine's Day for your wife?
Well, so she just wanted to hang out.
Oh, that's lame.
So we're
That's
actually
not lame. That's like
I'm
that's
just
the
kidding.
best.
Yeah.
I got my wife a box of Life cereal, and I wrote above the top, "You are my whole life," or something like that. And then I put,
Was it
"Love,
whole?
David."
Was it like the whole grain life?
No, it
too?
was Cinnamon Life.
Cinnamon life.
Yeah,
It's good life.
yeah. It's a nice, simple. We're poor. We're poor. I can't afford fancy gifts.
No, that's really good.
So life, and
It's
I'm
more
not
than I
going.
got.
I'm not going out to eat.
No, I brought pizza home.
My wife got
And
me,
hung out.
My wife got me beef jerky.
Ooh, that's dirty.
Yeah, dirty. Very.
But
dirty.
to answer our 56 Cooper's question, I will be back on schedule next week. There's no holidays next week, right?
Monday's President's Day.
That's good.
I have that day off. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I don't have any days off ever. It's the worst.
I mean, you kind of took off Valentine's Day
Yeah, I kind
That
of
was
did.
nice.
But I probably shouldn't have, but I did just because out of principle.
because why not?
Yeah.
I like that logic. Why not?
You know, maybe I'll throw in maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a little surprise stream.
Freaky has the dentist on President's Day. Oh, man. Oh, my dentist that I go to, though, it's super fast. It's like NASCAR. You're in and out.
Does he use the tool that goes... zzz, zzz?
Yeah, that's why it's like NASCAR. You're like 15 minutes. Boom, boom, done.
Maybe you just have really good teeth. The dentist
No,
said
everyone.
my teeth were amazing.
Did he? Really?
Yeah.
Let me
No
see those.
cavities
Let me see those
and
photos.
all 4 wisdom teeth. I'm like the perfect human
Oh,
being.
I have wisdom teeth, too. I think it's just in our family. We just don't need them out.
Do you have 4 of
We
them?
just have superior
Yeah.
genes.
I think we're just perfect
I
people.
think we're just perfect humans.
Yeah. No glasses, perfect eyesight,
You should-
perfect teeth.
Yeah, you should see me naked.
It's like looking at a Greek statue.
It is.
It's amazing.
It's literally the statue.
Michelangelo named his statue after me.
It's literally the statue of David.
He
You know,
looked
I
into
have
the
a
future.
You know, I won't tell that story.
What story?
I was just gonna say I have a.
Oh, I think I know what story he's gonna say.
Well, no, I don't know what you're thinking. I don't think you know this. I have a statue of David on my fridge.
You have
Like
a
not you, but like the real one.
Oh, okay.
And what's funny is he's
He's completely nude.
yeah, but you can put little like Hawaiian shorts on him and like a tuxedo. It's like a magnet.
I like that.
Yeah.
We should get those of us. Give them away as gifts.
The naked statue or the pants?
You can put clothes on us. I
But
take
like,
them off.
Yeah, you're the.
But when you take it off, it's just blur. It's blur. That'd be hilarious magnets for your fridge.
Oh,
yeah.
man. Okay. And on that note, are we?
On that note, I think we're going to head out of here, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. Love hanging out with you guys. Appreciate it.
Did you keep the donations up?
Oh, yeah. Let me turn off the...
We limit our dumps.
There we go.
You don't want to. You don't want to. Too
Plan-
much is not healthy.
Plan accordingly.
Plan accordingly, people. Plan accordingly. Guys, thank you very much. I will be streaming tomorrow in the morning as per usual.
What are you playing? Little Anthem.
So, see,
Little
I was
Metro?
I have
Little War
I have this FIFA tournament coming up, so I was going to do straight FIFA and just try to get good. But
FIFA.
with Metro out there, I might have to jump into Metro.
Black Desert Online?
Black Desert Online is on there too for the beta.
Crackdown 3.
Crackdown 3 is there.
I doubt you'll play Crackdown
No,
3.
I think I'm done with Crackdown. I'll be perfectly honest.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it is a shame. It's a damn shame.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Celeste, maybe I will.
Hey,
play Evo Land.
I could play Evo Land. That is. I'll tell you what. That is a really cool concept, by the way.
Oh,
I bought it.
Yeah, you bought it just off of the concept.
Mm-hmm. It's installing.
Oh,
it's like 20 megs.
Yeah,
You're probably
it's
done.
installed. That's what I meant to say.
I could do Wargroove. I did Wargroove.
I'm playing Crackdown 3's campaign right now, and it's exactly what I wanted and expected. Ronan, did you play that before? Did you play the other Crackdowns? I wouldn't call it hate from us. It was more like...
Well, there is hate of the reviews. Let me tell you.
Oh,
like
well,
the
yeah,
IGN review.
Yeah, there's a
like,
lot of...
I don't know.
I'm gonna play
The
because
IGN
I've only played
is,
the.
It's ridiculous because it's not that. It's not. It just does. It just didn't hook me right away. Right. Like that's the.
I think the people that like it are the ones that have played it before.
Yeah, I do think there's a sense of nostalgia. Like there's a formula with Crackdown that I just don't get yet. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, R56 Cooper, it feels exactly what Crackdown is. Yeah. We never played. I never played the other Crackdown, so I was a little confused. The control schemes were odd to me.
The Ronin, that actually makes me happy. So I haven't played the single player yet. I've only played multiplayer. So
tonight
we're
they're
planning
playing it,
on
right?
playing
After the show, me and Jordan
multiplayer.
are playing the
Co-op.
Or Anthem. We haven't decided yet. I'm undecided.
And that's what people say. That who was it? Dietrich earlier in chat said the whole game is just being super powered, wrecking everything. So
I can get behind that.
who
Do you want to know
can't?
what the whole game of Dead Rising 3 was? Getting on a steamroller in
just
questionable clothing and just driving over a bridge.
There's a dildo gun.
So you guys.
Thunk, 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 thunk,
So it'll be interesting to do co-op.
that
See, I
one.
made the mistake because I was thinking
funniest thing.
having
And
never
it would stick in there, and they would just sit there and flop.
having never played Crackdown. In my mind, because of the destruction, I was thinking this game is primarily PvP focused. But if co-op is the main part of the game, then I've completely missed it so far. You know what I mean?
Because David and I have only tried out the multiplayer because we wanted to do the.
I wanted to be able to
see
speak to
And
the
I played
multiplayer.
campaign single player, so yeah. Well, I'm going to give
Well,
it
you
a
guys
shot.
are going to go co-op, so we'll get a full review next week of the co-op.
Ravu.
The Ravibis.
Mm.
The Ravibi-boos. All right, guys. Well, that does us. Thank you very much. Rage 2. Not till May, unfortunately, for Rage 2, but that does look good. That does look fantastic. Is it only 2-player co-op? Could you go 4-player co-op in Crackdown 3?
I think it's 2.
I think
just
it's 2, but I don't know, so whatever.
Because 4 could be cool.
I yawned and said that.
Oh, well.
Mm-hmm. I'm tired. I'm really tired.
Let's go
They
home.
advertise the multiplayer way too much. See, it's all about the zany, fun co-op campaign. That's up. Spicy and Jordan's. Some of their best stories come from Dead Rising 3 because of that. Oh, Mark is like dying over there. He just like
we
hit
have been doing this for
he
quite
just
a
hit a
long
wall.
time.
I'm tired.
All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. We're going to our Patreon credits. Appreciate you guys. We will see you next week. Same time, same place. No Wendy's tonight.
Not tonight.
I think I've got full of energy. This is number 3.
I know you guys are taking the caffeine. I have nothing. I should have had some. I'm just like, there was a point in the show where I just hit a wall.
Really?
And I was just like, oh my gosh, David is still talking. Shut up.
Hey, see you guys. We'll see you later. Have a good one.
All right.
Bye-bye, everybody.